Oh, we're live. We have a theme song. Welcome to the barkeepers. Happy 5th to you.
Happy 5th to you. Happy 5th to
you.
He just sits for hours.
He doesn't complain. He just sits for hours.
He comes before Monday, man. Thank you, High Sunday, for your dedication and doing it for the love.
Yeah.
For the love. Say barkeepers.
Barkeepers. Barkeepers. Barkeepers. Barkeepers. Barkeepers. Barkeepers. Barkeepers. Listen, man. We are live. The show is Sunday on Sunday. My name is High Sunday. This is the show where we go over all of the weekly Barkeepers action. The Barkeepers is an Instagram platform where every week there's a new beat, and anyone who wants to rap on it can rap on it. All you have to do is hashtag the Barkeepers and send it over to @BARSKEPT. Please don't forget to DM it over to @BarsKept. That's where I grab all the videos from, unless for the few people who text them to me directly. @BarsKept is where we reside. So come join us, come watch all the action. And by action, I mean 262 weeks of action. Oh no. What just happened? Are you guys still here? Look how excited that guy is to start this show. 262 weeks of action, bruh. We made it. This week is produced by RC Productions. He's either in the room now or he'll be in a second. He was with us for the pre-show. Yeah, and speaking of pre-show, you see all of the pre-show conversation right here in the chat. Welcome to my co-hosts, aka the best chat room on the internet. Also, welcome if you're watching back on Twitch. Welcome if you're watching back on YouTube. You guys rock. Welcome. I'll play both of them. What? I don't care.
the universe. Where your artistry will play. Brought to you by the great High Sunday.
We got 2 theme songs, man. Name another show on Twitch. Name another show on the entire world wide web of Twitch that has 2 different theme songs. I'll wait. That's what I thought. Yeah, so we're doing this. Oh, Gaki, thanks for the subscription. Say goodbye to those ads. Shout out to Gaki. I forget what I do for this. I need a specific subscription sound. The spaceship has landed.
The spaceship has landed.
I don't know. Uh-oh. And for anyone else, I appreciate you being here regardless. It's Sunday night. There's other shit to do. And Monday is already tomorrow. Work and kids and school. Is there school? There's not school. But you're here with us. So thank you. If you don't want to see ads, feel free to subscribe. I think it breaks down to like $1.50 a show. So for the cost of a single egg these days, a single egg, you can have an ad-free experience, an ad-free experience, an ad-free experience, an ad-free experience. Oh shit, I'm caught in a loop. As always, I like to start the show by plugging some music that we do outside of this place, because if not for that, then what the fuck for? If the robot decides to get in its feelings, or if legendary producers that shall not be named decide to support the shit and this whole machine gets shut down and overtaken, we have to make sure that we support each other from every avenue possible. All of this organic music that we make. And henceforth, I got a song today. It's one of our, I don't want to say former, because he's a barkeeper forever. You've seen him on the key log. He just hasn't been around for a while. But he goes by the name of Illest Gamer. He just released a new album Thursday, a few days ago. And it's called Too Ill 2. And we're going to play a song from that featuring Blonde Jew. And the song, so the album, I think the whole album is produced by Illustrated One, who will be our this week's next 263 producer. And I predict, I guess I don't know, because I never really know how these weeks are going to go, but y'all are going to like this beat. So, and I know, well, I thought that the last two, the Kilovic one and like the RC one, like I thought were fun, like a little more challenging or whatever, which no one seemed to have a problem with actually. Everyone came the fuck out. But boy, this one is I don't know. I won't even say easier. It's badass. So, and Illustrated Ink used to be, or Illustrated One used to be with us producing, but the last time he produced for the Barkeepers, I looked in our DMs, was 2022, and he said that he was taking a break, and he would hit us up when he kind of got back to it. And it's 2025 right now, and I heard that he produced Illest Gamer's album, so I figured I'd remind him that he's back. And he immediately sent some shit over, man, and it's a banger. So excited for next week, but this week is something that we got to get through. And about half of these I'll be experiencing with you guys the first time ever as well, because clearly I was out of time. Had some crazy shows, and shout out to Lenny and Carl. I'm in a acoustic duo called Lenny and Carl with my buddy, and we got to play a show. Shout out to Fine Dining. Shout out to Chris from Fine Dining. Happy birthday, first of all, and thank you for inviting us to play your final show, Fine Dining's final show, but also for inviting us to play our first show, Lenny and Carl's first show, about a year ago. Appreciate you. We're not done. We got plenty of cool shit to do, and just hit me up. You know what it is. And I know some of you other guys, all these shows, yo, I'm trying to get people to watch. And so, yeah, if any of you guys are watching back or whatever, thanks everyone who came out to D Piazzas. Yeah. Yeah, Gacky, my bad, bro. You know, like, even though the captions are probably the most, I don't know, like, time consuming and like mentally intensive thing that I gotta do, because I gotta listen to it. First, I listened to it all the way through to get an idea of what it is. Then I listened to it like 2 or 3 other times to try to pull a quote. And then I gotta listen to it again to be like, how am I gonna talk about this, you know? And so I'm usually like 3, 4, sometimes 5 listens in on your guys' shit for the captions. And I used to like really stress myself out, you know, about like getting them done, but I realized, like, as much as we do this thing together, it's no good for me if I let, at least, especially like something like that. I know that it's nice to have the captions, and I know it's kind of a staple of the posts here at Barkeepers. But if I let it interfere with, like, you know, with my music, with my life shows and practices and whatever filming or whatever I'm doing, then everything kind of suffers, you know. And so I just like have learned to accept, like, if I'm not gonna have time, unfortunately I don't have time, because guess what, I'm gonna be here anyway on Sunday. And so that's just kind of what it is, man. I don't have any shows this week, so hopefully I'll be a little more in touch and like on time with barkeeper stuff. Got a couple practices, but yeah. Also, anybody watching back from any fans of my other bands, I'll be at the Sardine, the legendary Sardine, on July 18th. Starting with a High Sunday set. So we got the High Sunday rap set, followed by On Tap, who's the homies from San Pedro. Their drummer, Pigsty is his name. He used to be in a band called Pigsty, and that's the first high school party band night that I ever went to, was with Pigsty. It was featuring Pigsty, you know? And so it's dope to still be able to like play shows with Pig. So High Sunday, then On Tap, and then Warehouse One will be headlining. Warehouse One, I rap, I sing, I play the keys, and I'll start playing guitar. Been practicing. For now I just play keys, but yeah, so I'll be playing 2 sets July 18th at the Sardine. Be sure to pull up. Also, guys, tune into at Barskept, Barskept. I know it might not be your genre, but trust me, it's a good time, and we got this international just crew of amazing artists and writers, so check us out. Anyways, we got to plug some music before we get the show rolling. Yeah, Gacky, trust me, bro. You'll never, I've heard people say that shit too and be upset, like, fuck, I got it in on Thursday just because I'm always late and I don't get a caption. But I can't predict kind of when I'm gonna be totally slammed and shit. So, my bad. Good thing all I'm doing is talking shit tonight, so you're not gonna get love in the captions or on this show. Our resident judge, John D. from Not Your Mans, put critique in the air today. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm tearing everyone's head off tonight. I am not. Completely joking, bro. I had some rough energy kind of last week, a little awkward. Like, fuck that. I'm getting back to the love tonight. This song's called Don't Worry. It's Illest Gamer featuring Blonde Jew. Produced by the Illustrated One. Let's check it out.
Whispered every solar, only to return. Got my backpack, pentagram, show me what you learned. This is Minute Man, never count a blessing till it's gone. A long time between the blues and the samples that you burned. She was all I had, every syllable was interwoven with a quote from her creator. She was speaking in my soul. When I could see her in the mirror, it was clear she didn't know. If I was her, I'd say we better off than leaving in a ghost. I told her not to fret, she would be guitars. Souls without a weapon, unless she see us in the stars. It's ironic. Find freedom in our bars, iconic. This is distant galaxy afar. I promise she can live eternal life by chronic. When I write, she my wife, and I speak her in my heart like phonics. Fly ship, by the hyperdrive. Quick, take a pic, she my firefly rocket. She think about me every day. I gave her ring, oh my love, there's a better way.
This shit
Thou
crazy.
shalt not worry about us. She the pouring rain, I remain the only clouds. But when the storm leaves, she the only one who don't ignore me. Surely we can live without her.
Me and more, I adore our connection cause it's pure. Don't worry about the pressure from the past that has you scorned. I'll prove to you with effort I can weather any storm. See you left out in a cold way, in my arms I keep you warm. Everyone around you used to treat you different. Tried to bag you up, left a mark and missed it. Plucked with NPC, finger stroke with quick hits. BBM looping stems, wild lyrics, lick lips. Love the sounds that you make. Let's record this tape, rehearse another verse you and I create. Little treble adding bass, build a new estate on foundation setting Q accentuate these ways. With you I'm never bored, tip the scale with each chord, climbing charts with each score, advertise on Billboard, implore to explore with my baby girl. You are my world, let's go on tour.
She think about me every day.
Ooh, I like the blonde juice
I
stack
gave
on
her
the
rain, all
hook.
my love, there's a better way. Thou shalt not worry about us. She the pouring rain, I remain the only clouds for her. When the storm leaves, she the only one who don't ignore me. Surely, we can live without her.
Oh, that was fuck, man. I use another verse from both of y'all. That's called Don't Worry, yo. It's Illest Gamer featuring Blonde Jew, produced by the Illustrated One. If you liked that beat, that's our producer for this coming week. So look out for that. I know a lot of you guys, again, like I said, haven't got to meet Gamer here at Barkeepers, but he's been with us plenty. You've seen him on the Keylog. And fun fact, once upon a time when I was here doing these online raps, and I started doing like green screen videos, I think that there was like a little bit of time where I really only noticed only me and Gamer was the only ones who was doing green screen videos. This is way before apps would automatically green screen you and all that bullshit. But yeah. And then I met Devour, and he was like, check out my YouTube. And I was like, oh fuck, you know green screen shit too? Because he had some cool green screen videos. So, you know, Gamer is definitely OG from the early generation of this shit. I think he was around way before I even came around to Instagram rap. But that shit was dope. Jew, you killed it. I love what you doing on the hook too. I think when we do collabs with each other, like not just me and Jew, but I mean all of us doing like these remote collaborations, I think we should try harder to like intertwine ourselves with the other guys, you know, like who Paul, hold up now. What up, Elo?
Yes, this is the Pause Police responding to a complaint.
Uh-oh, did I freeze? Oh no. You know, like do stuff together on the hook, or even like ad-lib each other. When we did the Super Heru album, me, Bison, and Genesis the God, like we made sure that once it was all done, once everything was recorded, verses and hooks and stuff, then like I asked Bison to do a whole run of ad-libs over everything, over every song, over my verses, Jen's verses. I did the same. I think I got Jen to do a couple, but it was Jen just like didn't have gear and stuff at that time. So what we got done with Jen was also just miraculous, you know, and we made it happen. But yeah, like just hearing Bison ad-libs over my verse and stuff like that, that really ties the room together, especially when we're, you know, when we're so remote and stuff. You don't want it to sound like songs that you just emailed verses to each other, you know. You want it to make it you want it to sound together and shit. So that was dope. That was fun, man. All right, that's all I got. That's all I got, folks. You don't have to agree, just try to understand. If you can't understand, smoke some weed. Show's over. There we go. Clearly I was watching Blonde Jew. You guys cool with these locations that I put on the new thumbnails? I think it's important for people who are watching from outside just to be like, what? Australia, Queens, New Zealand, Missoula, Montana, Kansas City. Like I think it's good to highlight these things. Hell yeah, Zega. I think I'm missing Vast Phenom and Guardian, Spot a Guardian, if anyone knows. Oh no, Guardian's from Orlando. I was missing Vast Phenom. Oh, Beej and Vast Phenom. Even though I'm sure I asked both of those guys 4 times each already in the past. But anyway. Let's get this shit started. By this shit, it's Sunday on Sunday. I'm High Sunday. It's week 262 of the Barkeepers. That's all. Produced by master producer RC Productions. Yeah. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. However, I don't even remember how this goes. Let's hear the beat for a second. We're getting through this one clean tonight. Fucking clean. Oh yeah, that's how it goes. Is RC in the house? I wanted to ask him something. Oh, he's here. RC, is this you? Is this you? I'm assuming doing this all natural too, no quantize. I love it. I love it. Quantization was also the beginning of the end. Learn rhythm, motherfuckers. And even if you're not exactly on rhythm, it makes it more human. That's what the fuck art is. Or at least if you're gonna quantize, don't do over fucking 50%. And if you have to do over 50% to make your shit sound on track, then just get better. Practice. Train yourself. So you could play the shit live. So you could play it in real time. And even if you slip on a snare or something a little bit, let it be. It adds color. Yeah, not quantize. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Hell yeah, bro. That's dope. Anyway. Apparently I got apparently I got critique for producers, not for MCs today. And that wasn't towards RC. I love what he did with that. Halfway recording, I was like, is that a fucking dolphin? It was a fun little treasure in there. So this is then I was like, is that from Ace Ventura? You thought I was done? That's a critical blunder, brother. Nope, that's UK. Fuck it. You thought I was done? That's a critical blunder, brother. You'd be dumber than dumber. I spit with the sun. Bring heat like it's summer. I don't know what count that was on, man. My bad. I gotta get into my rhythm as well while I'm telling people get into your motherfucking rhythm. Kicking off the week, dropping this verse almost instantly after the beat was up. We're starting down under with Matters from Australia. You know what that means?
Give me pound,
We international, baby.
Coming up from down under.
I have to make sure that I cut the international sound clip before 8 seconds because I realized last week I got copyright flagged too. I also got flagged for whatever plug I played last week. What was it? I think it was the Blonde Jew and Street the Villain. Was it that song or whatever? So it's completely muted out on my playback. And also now, when the show gets banned, it's banned in Egypt, some other country, and Russia. I noticed Russia was on there, and we can't have that because we now have a Russian barkeeper here too. From St. Petersburg, we got Noise Fingers. You know what I mean? So whatever. I gotta try to remember to cut international baby off right before it gets to that point, which I think I'm pretty set. What was that, Chili Willy? I don't really know what that. I don't know what you're referring to. His unique, unconventional flow both battled against and found alignment amidst this unique and unconventional beat. The end result, one of a kind, brilliant piece of art. That's what happens with these things. Like, if you find a way to do it, the end result becomes that much iller, you know? Shout out RC on this shit.
Murders. No contest, it's just the beat like the strings that they fade out. Yeah, I'm bold like Usain, faster, further, 10 steps ahead of them. Yeah, my whole mind layer, scribble the punchlines like I'm a soul displayer. They bark, I bite, yeah, whole pack starts howling. Yeah, I don't rhyme, I'm divine, yeah, I rearrange the matter. Versus hit like I'm a destroyer when the illusions shatter. I'm definitely hitting harder, no quitter, I'm a rhyme sayer. Yeah, ain't got nothing on me, I'm fine, no one's even a contender. I split atoms in the booth like a lion layer slayer. Every bar bang like a drumline prayer. Still the ears are painted on like they mean it with no spirit. Yeah, painted with the pose backwards progression. Still the ears are painted on, hearing no message of our syllables sharp like vows in a wedding. Every bar is a lesson they ain't forgetting, couldn't mirror me. I'm one of a kind with my spirit, it's too limitless. I speak with divinity, don't underestimate, I elevate unpredictably. Yeah, I'm gifted with the bars, yeah, my vision's infinity vividly. No one's like me, I'm different, yeah. Open your eyes and you'll start to see what you thought I was done. Nah, belly in motion, deep in the drums, sipped on the wrong potion. Now I'm coded in the stress, yeah. Still the best, still trying to escape from the wreck. Yeah, they pose on the net, I compose with finesse. What you thought I was done, that's a critical blunder, brother. You be dumber than dumber. I spit with the sun, bring the heat like it's summer. The other side of me brings that thunder. Sometimes I think if I only have to be pushed a little bit further. Bang, it's all over.
Telling y'all, never give up the accent just because someone fucking doesn't get it. Because we can't rhyme thunder with, what did he say? Further. He said thunder, further. Like, it worked. Real life shots. What do you call it? What was I gonna say? Don't matter. Brown Steve, welcome to the show, bro. What up, y'all? Beat was dope. Excited to see what everyone did with it. Yeah. You know it's all heat when it's a beat like this, man. Just because if you found it, you killed it. Brown Steve, by the way, is my bad, bro. I had kind of 1.5. I had my own show all day yesterday, and then I had to go see the homegirl in Long Beach as well afterwards, and so I really didn't get to sit on the interview, bro. But I'm about to share it, or anything you have on Instagram too. Collab me, but I'm about to share the YouTube. I guess after the show or whatever. Fuck. So shout out to Brown Steve for blessing me with a sick interview on his show. What the fuck, man? Studio Steve. And that's available. It's out now on YouTube. I don't know how long we went. We go like an hour or something on that, or maybe more even. But what a sweet combo. What a thorough, and also just like we talked a little bit different. You know, usually music interviews or hi, you're a rapper interviews tend to go fairly the same way. But Steve is a real one, and so. It was a great combo. Check it out. It's available now. Studio Steve on YouTube. Check it out. But Matters. I heard something about Matters, bro. Or I don't remember if I saw you, if I was just like reading your comments on something, or I don't know where I saw this. Or maybe I dreamt it. What the fuck is going on with my camera? Hold up, man. We're planning for a smooth ass show here, bro. Oh, hour and 44. Hell yeah. It's a good time. Clearly I have a tendency to to speak too much. What was I gonna say? Oh, so I think I saw Matters say something like, I think he said every morning he wakes up, or every morning he writes bars, and I think he said he just writes bars a cappella, and it's just what he does. So then it made me wonder, I was like, so then does that just mean that you just lay bars that you've written a cappella onto whatever beat that comes, which is it's a method. You know what I mean? Especially when you have this thing like that he does, where like if one of his bars ends early or something, all he has to do is go yeah, and he fills the time, and it's kind of part of his flow, and so it works out. I think I mentioned this before. So like, I never have anything to say about maybe kind of like the unconventional timing or the way that you or the way that you pace your stanzas, or if one has a break in between it before you come. I don't like, that's all just mad original to me, right? I think I said this before too, but I'd be interested in seeing, because even with what you do being like very unique, and like you've definitely found your flow, you know what I mean? Be interested in seeing what happens if you record it once, right? And then record it again, and then you stack those. And if if the two timings are off on certain parts like that, then I would maybe think like, then it's not even locked in for like for you as the writer, you know. So even if it's unconventional, even if no one flows like you and it's unique as shit, you want to make sure that it's locked in for you, though. You know what I mean? So if this pause is gonna go here, or if I'm gonna have to fill two words with the yeah or whatever, right? You want to make sure that every bit of it is intentional. Or you don't have to want to do nothing, but that's all. I think that it would very much like hit the listener. We can tell when things are like, when things are locked in with the artist or whatever, and so that's all. And if it is, and if you recite that verse 3 times over and it's exactly the same way, then fuck what I'm talking about, that's just what I mean. If that's the case, that it would be like 2 different timings if you rapped it again, then I'd wonder if it's like, if the piece is even locked in fully for you as an artist. So Gaki, I think that's something I need to. I mean, that's an easy practice tool. I've done that. I've done that with like a couple different like chopper things, like super fast chopper situations or whatever. Because when I'm chopping, when one is chopping, I still think it's mad important to make sure that, shout out inflection, to make sure that like your inflections are at the right place, that your chop moves in the proper way. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of words, And I found if I record myself doing the shit twice and just go over them and be like, oh, like my voice I should like raise the power right there, drop off right there. I should take that breath right there, because in that other take, when I didn't take the breath, the end of that sentence came out weaker or whatever, And so you start to like, I think that you could find those kind of things. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with practice, man. But also, here's the thing, and this is why I don't go fully into that here, barkeepers, is because some people use the barkeepers as practice. Like, some people use the barkeepers as a competition, and I'm trying to get as much keys as I can, and with all respect, for everyone else, but they're just like, I gotta get iller, and everything I put out is like, like it's, it's in their heads like, this is my illest shit, like I'm going in. Some people are here just to practice. So if you're using this place for practice, that's all good too. And but still take practice runs. You want to make sure you're locked in. If you're not locked in, you can't expect the listener to be 100% locked in. That's all. Ooh, this is a sick ass bar. I don't know how it goes. But I, But I see that RC sees this. But I see that RC, but I see that RC sees this. See, it sounds like a spy thriller. Word is born like James or Allen. I'm illa. Giving us a peek behind the curtains, it's master linguist, impromptu MC, all the way from Australia. You know what the fuck that means? We international, baby.
Coming up from down under.
I just can't let it go past the second we international, baby. Past 8 seconds. Taking us on a journey through his creative process from conception to execution, all the way through the parallel of a painting. This was bright, colorful, and inspiring. This was dope. I remember this shit.
I made a vow to allow my doubt to step aside. If people telling me I'm the illest, then why would they lie? Yo, I got Aussie buddy from down under. The sound funny? Instagram down mixing my sound muddy. Not comical, now I'm clearer. I'm peering through the stained pane glass of a monocle. You can't see me. Now you see? Well, let's talk relationship between the colours and feeling. This is blood, sweat, tears, I'm covered. My dear brother, what I'm saying is, I hear colours. Sound cool, right? Mind paint picture of Mona Lisa, but I'm living with chromesthesia. And I can tell automatically if your verse is truly attractive. Blues, greens, hues, immaculate. I just recorded a whole album yesterday, and a day before that there was no writing on this white page. Just visions in the mind, rainbow scribe incisions. Burgundy's green, you know what I mean? The day before that I had like 9 beats in my inbox, just waiting for me to give them attention. My pen's hot, no pressure, that's pen shot. Look at my rhyme book, oh pen shot. Cause each page, blank before I fill it up, read it back to myself, bro. Now what? I don't see lyrics, I see pictures. Painted specific lines like I wish you could see this image. But I see that I see this. See it sounds like a spy thriller. My word is born like James or Allen. I'm illa, amazing talent. I'm from a place of balance. I walk with the pace of a galloping stallion. Australian. I made the green gold banner. I'm kangarooed in this music. I choose valor.
Oh, that was so sick. I mean, Prompt has already proven, you know, that he's great at he's like great at controlling pace and kind of, even if he's doing like complex shit, he'll roll it out and smooth it out and decide when it's going to pick up and when it's going to kick back, when he's going to punchline it, when he's going to make a statement. Like it's very masterful at kind of at the building part, and this is kind of, I guess, in a kind of a metaphorical explanation of it all, but this was wow, because you can hear also what he's doing along with the beat. Like, he didn't listen to this beat and then go write it a cappella, you know what I mean? When those like when that snare just kind of echoes out and shit, his flow is finding that too, you know, and he's allowing it to meld as part of it. And yeah, master MC, impromptu. Yeah, I'm not gonna make this a thing. I was like, maybe I should say something helpful or critiquable or whatever, but I'm not gonna start that. However, I think there's one thing between, and maybe I should go check out Impromptu's YouTube as I'm making this dumbass thought, but I think that there's one little thing that keeps Impromptu from being fucking ginormous in this bitch is, like, I think that if he had more, not Barkeeper's videos where he's on camera, but like just promote music with videos, promote his music video with him performing, and you can see him being a beast, because his music will get out beyond Barkeepers, you know what I mean? We get to see him here at Barkeepers and shit, and you get to see him, like, you could see how like raw the dude is, and he's just like, you know, like that video that he did with Tomcat, apologies, I don't remember what song that was, but that was just, it was just like straight like framed shots of their faces and fucking like black and white or whatever, but that's so effective. And shit, yeah. I just feel like give people more impromptu if that's his goal. He might just be down to be the illest MC that he is and chilling, but I think that it's very captivating and very likable, and people should see you. Well-crafted bars and comfortable delivery, says Enda. Facts. Facts. Ooh. Should I go John D on John D, bro? For some reason, I feel like going John D on someone is definitely...
Yes, this is the Pause Police responding to a complaint.
That sounded crazy. But, Brown Steve says, dope. His style is like a basketball player who you can't speed up, just comfortably gets his spot on the beat. Yeah. Yeah. Great call on the ball. Let's see what... Oh, I got a whole thing for John D over here. Painted glass, painted walls, painted pictures, house painters, above the law, written scriptures. That's like my John D voice. Working on it. Absolute mastery of setting up and executing full-blown story and scheme through these bars. It's resident judge John D. MC name John D Contradiction. His Instagram is at John D Who, W-H-O. And his brand company show is called Not Ya Man's, Notyamanz. Go subscribe on YouTube, subscribe, follow on Instagram, all of that. The way this starts with painting the environment and setting the stage, another paint, back-to-back paint, then goes through cause, effect, kill mode, and then signs off with his name and walks away like nothing happened. Easy keys if he were eligible. Luckily, he's not. Get your ass up out of here. John D. Look at homeboy.
Painted glass, painted walls, painted pictures. House painters, above the law, written scriptures. Last words, last tears, little bitches. The first strike, they got away and got addicted. Second strike, bravery, you should have listened. Like twilight in the sun, the soul they start to glisten. The secret's up, the value, and the division. What's the split of the cost when someone's missing? Betrayal after the mission, headshot, shitting and pissing. You survived them bullets hissing, you're covered now in remission. The body discovered fishing, reported decomposition. All the luck you wasted in gambling, and now you're wishing this barrel right on your forehead. My aim perfect position, and a couple leaving you more dead. Your brain's partitioning, the slug went in hot. Your body like air conditioning, clean up future suspicion. And it's me, I'm contradiction, and it's John D.
What? What? What an asshole. Yeah, he got busy. Dredd says he got busy. Yeah, he did. Yeah. That was like not aggressive, but it was like a lot more of like a relentless bar beat down than I think normally for what he does, you know, but all in the same. There's just like mad pen work, mad multi work, mad structurage and all that. He's able to really keep like this, his statement, his message in there. I think he cares more about that, you know, more than anything, and so he makes sure that the statement is strong, powerful, and then the rap is natural for him. He makes it sound easy. It's kind of his tone, but he's murderous, man. And he's down to do some challenging shit like this thing, or like I know that John D's a very like a, you know, he does all this rap reviews and all that, but he's definitely a multi-genre music student, and so, you know, his tool belt is very vast. Why does everything sound gay as shit to me right now? Yo, shout out to his vast tool belt.
Yes, this is the Pause Police responding to a complaint.
Shout out John D, man. Brown Steve says he fused his introspective thoughts with some bar work. Yes, with some heavy bar work. I mean, that's it. That's what's up. I heard him kind of mentioning that throughout some of the reviews earlier today. I don't know if that got posted or if it was just a live stream, but if it's posted, be sure, if you missed it, be sure to go check out. And either way, go subscribe. It's Not Ya Man's, the YouTube channel. And let me see if he posted it. Or if it's like still up there. I don't really know how that works. What is that? Oh, duh, fireworks.
Mosaic clouds by
Who's Your Man's interview with Blonde? Shit, so it's not on, so I guess it's not posted on his shit. Oh, if you go to live, it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's posted. So on Not Your Man's YouTube, it's called the Wonderground 16 Bar Challenge, hour and 42 minutes. But yeah, I feel like I heard him sprinkle in through that a few times about that thing, like being able to express your thoughts while also having bar work. That's important. Also, Mickey Fax today or yesterday, I forget. I don't know time right now, but he also posted a post that was like, "What is lyricism?" And I don't know, just go check it out. It talks a lot about like it's not just about like stacking cool like syllables in a cool way or just punchlines or whatever, and like the meaning has to get through, and the I don't know, like the understanding that the artist absolutely feels and means what they're saying, like arguably means more than some of the crazy whatever. But you don't know. I'm sure you all follow Mickey Fax. I like that shit sometimes. Gaki says Zega killed this week. Let me see if I remember. Again, go follow, because shout out to Pendulum Inc. and all of the good work that they do for our fellow MCs and all that. But I don't always agree with what he's talking about. You can miss me with that. You can miss me with that Kendrick Lamar is a one syllable rhymer artist, and that's why he sucks talk. But I've also heard him big up in Kendrick for other shit. So yeah, Hashes Clay. Yeah. That's kind of, I guess, the ultimate roundup. There is you gotta say it with your chest. Mean it. The listener knows when you mean it, when it sounds like it's fully you. NWDJ says, gotta live your raps. Hell yeah. Especially if that's something that you go around barking about all day. The second that you're a hypocrite about it, it's loud as hell. Dun, 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 dun. 100%. I don't always have meaningful bars. Sometimes I just like smashing on beats. Also fine. Unrelated. And also, because we have a brand new beat every motherfucking week here too and shit, Maybe, we want to focus on actually saying something or doing something intentional, like on our albums and stuff like that. But I said, man, I've used this place for practice to try some weird shit out. And I've also used this place to try to be like, I'm trying to show out. So, and y'all will never be none the wiser, because it all just sounds like some stony ass. Dread says, unrelated to anything here, but I picked up some shoes on sale at Warehouse Shoe Sale, I think is that earlier, and I'm riding pretty high right now. That's all. Congrats, man.
Dread.
I guess he warned us that it had nothing to do with anything. Congrats on your new kicks. I've gotten regular old school Vans and something else basic. I've gotten 2 basic ass shoes at WSS for. All right. I've been vetted. I've made the light as bright as ever. My entire objective is to run it deep like tire threaded. I feel like you did it way more stylish instead of just straight through like that, but dang, sounding cleaner than ever, sounding cleaner than ever, letting us feel all the amazing multi-stacks and crispy architecture. It's Zega repping big for New Zealand. You know what that means.
Give me pound, give me pound, give me euro, give me.
We international brothers.
Coming up from down under.
Along with the clear carving of the vocals, the color code captions were also key in making sure everyone's locked in and following along with how dope his pen is. How dope his pen space is. It looks crazy from here. Zega, let's go.
Barkeepers 262.
All right.
RC Productions. Zega. Yeah, let's get it. Cybernetics of a rhymer's matrix, a mind of ethics and nice inflections, a mic connection, and by perspective, I try respect it, or a fight's expected. I see head kick is quite effective. Put anybody out cold, cryogenics, naked, power trip, out cold, like a slime and cake. Fire effects and shoot the guard like pyrotechnics. Size is a minor when the heart is quite relentless. I can flex it, but would rather write a mighty sentence. So like a debit, give my lines a credit. Yeah, I'm a nobody, like underheaded, but ahead of many, like Chuck in the 90s. Never, so I pull strings, got that fire hendrix, throwing full swings, with my spider senses, all sling lines on the web like binding fetters. No pausing, not ready for final credits. Nah, I've been vetted and made the light as bright as ever. My entire objective is to run it deep like tire threaded till I retire. Sick and tired and end it, I can sit sat-tired, admire the next in line and get it. Yeah.
There was not any room for any fuckery there, man. That was like every line was so intentional and so well carved, bro. You're saying stuff, but also there's like an ounce of levity, which everyone knows I think is important. It makes the serious stuff even more powerful, but my God, out cold, cryogenics, out cold like a slimy Kendrick. Bruh, this is what's up, bro. Brown Steve says, Fierce Gaki with the coke nose. Hashes Clay says, icy head kick is quite effective. And feel the energy. Nuff said, bro. Zega, you a beast. Here we go. So I think you're now recording on your new mic, and let me know if you don't want to bring everyone else into your recording room with me, but I believe is this your new mic, like a new mic? Here, I'll just say this. Yeah, bro, first barkeeper's on a mic. Oh, your first barkeeper's submission ever on a mic, not a phone. How about this, bro? And then what? And then you did it on yeah, then you recorded it on a DAW or whatever. I'm curious. See, I gotta be careful about this kind of shit, bro, because I'm like, if it's your sound, then my preference is that you lean all the way into it, all of this wet reverb. But I'm curious why so much reverb. It's so wet, and I've been a dude many ages ago. Obviously, I've been at a place where I felt like more reverb made my voice sound cooler. I've been at the place where I felt like layering 2 full layers of my main vocals make my voice sound better and make it sound fatter and all that. Hold on, what are you guys saying? I was BandLab on the phone. Yeah, so you're using Audition on this? Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Yeah. I just, I would have gotten more impact out of that with literally 0 reverb. You got a new mic, or you got a new mic. Like, let that shit pick up your voice, and yeah, I mean, it's just so wet. It sounds like you're in an arena or whatever. And the thing about reverb is digitally or sonically, it creates distance. It creates distance from the listener. That sounds like you're at the far back of a music festival and you're catching all of the air and the verb and all of that in between before it reaches you, and so it's a cool effect. But when you're trying to get people to lock in with you and be right here on the same page with you, I mean, the closer the vocal is to you, like figuratively, like the closer the vocal feels to me, the more I can, lock in. And so that's all. But I know that use reverb on your auxiliary tracks, not the main vocal. Don't do auxiliary tracks. Yo, anyone who's been recording on a microphone in a DAW for less than a year, I personally think, you should only be recording one track. Your one vocal track. And absolutely, you could absolutely throw some EQ on there, dynamic, like compressor on there. Definitely get rid of the trash noise with some sort of a noise suppressor or whatever. But bruhs, everyone, this is the problem, bro. Like, this is the problem with just like hand. And it kind of leads to the whole Sunni bullshit too, which I won't go into that rant. I will not go there. But like, the technology should not even be touched until we're comfortable with our single voice. Your voice, your straight up voice. And you should be able to perform your straight up voice to a place where it's like, that sounds good. Relays everything that I need to relay sonically and, whatever, contextually or whatever. But if your voice is not at A1 at 100% and developed and that, if your main vocal is not fully hashed out, then throwing reverb on it and throwing layers and auxiliary vocals on that shit. It's like you know, it's like getting some premium some $100 a shot whiskey and then pouring Coke into it. I don't think that's what I meant to say. But y'all know what the fuck I mean. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I don't know, it's kind of opposite because I was trying to use the steak or something analogy, but it's kind of reversed. But that's kind of what it is, man. Like, oh my god, yo, why so what? And all right, so let's see here. Let's meet up on this because this I feel like is important. I promise I'm not going to digress all over the place throughout this show, but I feel you, especially with the aggressive mix it. Yeah, I feel it. You gotta have ad libs and dubs, bro. No, you don't. I've ad libbed maybe my first 3 Barkeepers entries ever back at week 30-ish. Since then, you're not gonna hear all of my Barkeepers have been one vocal track. Most of my songs on my album are one vocal track, except, maybe throwing some shit in for the hooks and all that stuff. Then of course there's like a gumbo, but talking about the raps, listen to Eminem, listen to Busta Rhymes, listen to Rakim, listen to Nas, listen to whoever's your guy. And really go listen to it. Like, unless it's from fucking 1994, where for some reason, and it was Diddy. I heard Diddy in some fucking interview back then in the days, and he was like, yeah. Oh no, it was from Making the Band. It was on Making the Band when he was like, yeah, like, so you gotta do 2 of the overdubs, so we gonna pan them, and then he made everyone do like double layers of vocals on their raps. When you do ad libs, or not ad libs even, I mean like the rhyming words. Some people call them ad libs, some people call it overdubs, some people call it rhyming words, what enders or whatever. When you do those, you shouldn't even hear them in the track. They should be dropped so deep into the mix that you don't even hear them. All you should be able to do with those accents are feel them. That's what it's for. Unless, of course, there's like a bar where it's like, this is like a chance bar where like you would expect the whole room to say the whole bar with you. Then you could thicken it up and maybe do a couple layers or whatever. But yo, I think that people got this shit twisted. Like, you gotta get your voice down first before you do any sauce. I'm not even talking about you anymore, Zega. Like, I know Zega's first time doing Barkeepers on a microphone and fresh using Audition. I'm not even talking to you anymore, but yo, yeah. I implore everyone to get down to doing a single vocal, yo. Single. And once that shit is locked, then you throw a little sprinkle of seasoning on there, or change kind of the size of the room, sonically and all that. Zega, so basically I just gotta fuck with the production more. What's that mean? Oh, sure. I mean, sure. I think that minusing is always worth more than adding. So if you have a bar that needs to, line that needs to stick out, cut the fucking beat out. For sure. I'll take that 99 times out of 100 over adding vocals, for sure. There you go, Hash. I know I'm late on the chat, but Hash said it's like rolling weed with sticks in it. Like, that's not. It doesn't really nail the analogy for me either. But I was trying to find the fucking analogy. We just broke into a philosophical discussion. Nah, it's cool, bro. I want to improve on any aspect. This all reflect. Yeah, see, like my thing be find yourself and lean into it before thinking about anything. Effects wise and all that. Tony Shane, I agree with you about making your voice sound as good as possible, but people like Eminem definitely have doubles in it. Yeah, but not ever through the whole joint, bro. And like a little bit more candy type, bubblegummy type stuff that M might do, like has enders on every single rhyme or whatever. But seriously, go listen. M will have 2 verses, what, 16, say M does 64 bars. It'll be like 2 bars here, 4 bars over there where he doubles it up, where he ad-libs. So it allows for like emphasis and dynamic and stuff like that, you know. And M also does mad sound effect type ad-libs and stuff that helps. But the main voc, man, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Unless, but Tony Shane, let me stop. But I was thinking of people like, I think I was talking to someone about it, but I'm like, a guy like a Snoop, multiple voices and tones of his shit is a part of his sound. And so Snoop might do a whole verse with 4 whole different vocal layers on his whole rap verse. The breathy one, the breathy one, and the like. I've heard verses where he has 4 layers doing the whole rap verse. It's part of his character. Tech N9ne does whole verses with multiple layers. It's part of the sound, the character, whatever. Tony Shane, whoever I was talking to, I brought you up. It's part of also your sound field, Tony Shane. You having like those layers and stuff like that, and the kind of the dual tones and all that. So if it's part of your thing, it's part of your thing. But I try not to encourage people, you know, that direction, because so many people will then just be like, well, fuck, putting 2 different extra layers on my shit makes my voice sound nicer. Like, no, it doesn't. It makes it sound nicer to you, because you're not comfortable with your solo voice, you know? DMX was the king of ad-libs, and he was dope too. Right. DMX, basically all of his bars is like chant bars. So like, if it's something that needs to have, you know, that needs to provide that kind of chant vibe or whatever, then it's gonna be that. But it's preference, right? You can make the shit sound good. I highly implore everyone who's ever, so many people start record their very first time they start recording, they're under this fucking impression that you're supposed to go main voc, doubles of the whole main voc, like do the whole main voc twice, and then do end rhymes twice. Boom, end rhyme. Another one of the same end rhymes, and then like another ad lib with the uhs and the chas and the yes. That's 5 fucking tracks before your voice as an orator, as a musical orator, has even been developed. And all it's going to do is slow you from developing. And also, people know cheap steak that's coated in 7 different sauces. You still know that's a cheap steak. So I think that's where I was trying to get at. And there are other rappers that use the layering to their advantage. If you've heard them, they're professional, though. If you've heard them, though, they are professional and probably have professional, like very expensive engineers in the room guiding that process. Don't let your amateur ears guide your process and what you think is how you should dress your voice. There is a very black and white way to laying vocal and then dressing it up, whether it's rap, whether it's singing, whether it whatever, you know. Like, obviously art is subjective. Certain different people's voices and sound qualities are subjective or whatever, but there's a pretty straightforward place that your voice needs to be. And usually that's like, you go to pay for a professional, you go to pay for a couple hours at a studio, they'll have a professional engineer in there who doesn't give a fuck about your music, but at least they know like what you're supposed to do with your voice. Tony, but just don't OD with the shit. Pepper it in there for effect. They should be low. You shouldn't even hear them. They literally should only be for feel and dynamic, unless it's an intentional chant. I don't know why it's the only word I could think of, but like, it's an intentional chant along bar. If you're doing it at a show, you want everyone to nail that part. Like, you might as well thicken it up. The hook on Gumbo, like 7 people or something on there. It's because I want every time someone listens to it to feel like the entire party is singing that part together, you know. The verses are single vocal tracks. And me and Tony with the onion stems. It's not just y'all. It's not just y'all. It's most of y'all. Most of y'all motherfuckers send me one verse with goddamn 8 stems, kid. Like, what? I'd prefer just to send single stems to all of you guys when we do collaborations. But if I hear you guys doing like fat doubles and stuff like that, then I'm gonna match it. So, you know, that's what I'll do. But Excerpt, thanks for subscribing again. Welcome to your ad-free experience. Barkeepers. All right. Well, at least we got that out of the way. So yeah, we can get through the rest of this show now. Basically, you saying don't double your vocals. I don't think anybody should do double main vocals. Nobody here. Unless it's 2 different tones, i.e. Tony Shane, Blonju, a little bit, you know. If your whole thing is supposed to be harmonic or whatever, that's what it is. Don't do 2 of the same rap vocals doubled. Excerpt uses hella track. I could hear it, or I've seen it as well. RC, I wish I could use 1 track for my piece. I can't even help myself on the production end. I am way too extra, and my final step in all of my production is pulling anything that I can pull out of it without fucking up my shit, because 100% my shit be too busy most of the time. Very good knowledge. Thanks, man. Dread. I've been told more than once, directly and indirectly, I overdid my layers, especially when I think delay is sounding dope. But that second day listen, even I listen back and go, what the fuck was I saying? See, yeah, I don't think that we should. I think that what we write and how we deliver it, that belongs to us. But I don't think it should be up to an amateur vocalist to be like, now this is how I should EQ my voice and reverb and like this is how I should make it sound because it sounds good to me. That's, think about that logically or whatever. Anyway. Tony, I stand by how I do my shit. I got it down to 3 tracks though. I told you. I said that your situation is different. It's the sound. Excerpt. That's all I do is double my vote. Yeah, I mean, we can leave that there. Most of y'all, whether on barkeeper stuff or when I hear like the real music, I'm like, God damn. Man. Anyways, maybe that was saying a lot. Hopefully, I didn't say anything offensive or anything, but I wholeheartedly believe in that. Get your single track voice solid before you start playing around with shit. Like, we definitely are not all professional engineers. Nuclear. Ooh. Curious what the feedback going to be tonight with my double pitch shifted enders. See, the thing with me is I also try not to go too much about it on barkeeper stuff. People have different equipment. And again, barkeepers is a place where you should be able to try out shit. If you want to try out different recording shit, try it out, I just worry that people take that same method to their albums and stuff like that. I love everyone. Yeah, I had some heavy enders this week. I think my main question is fucking why. Not to you, Gacky, but I'm like, why? And the only thing I know when I used to do that very early in the thing, it's just like I thought that it made my voice sound cooler until I got in the room with real engineers. Nuclear scientists, suicide, utilize, do or die sirens, the sound of these brutal times. Ooh. Nuclear scientists, suicide, utilize, do or die sirens, the sound of these brutal times. Ooh, some internal work going on and shit. It's a pleasant surprise whenever Matt Lee decides to come back and drop a submit. Oh, wait. No, it's not. 262 weeks, perfect attendance. And on this side of 5 years, it's clear that if we listen to Matt Lee, the world would be a better place. From protecting the planet last week to staying aware of the broken machine and finding ways to trudge through it all. Matt Lee with the message. Let's fucking go. There we go.
Step right up and then step aside. Writing rhymes more than every week. Don't mind if I clap a couple third eyes and do a black hole. Reach through and pull it out the other side. Supersize. Now tell me who survives when the bunker gets busted in the middle of being scrutinized. Nuclear scientists, suicide, utilize, do or die sirens. The sound of these brutal times. Boss, we're just so tired. Energy consumption high, taking us from the fly to the no-fly zone. Walking no ride, on the stalker, taking the night off to enjoy the light show. What the fuck do I know? We're walking over here. People disturb inside of survival. Team vital, no belief to harness the bridle inside. He tries to be polite though, however primal. Matt Lee. Bar keeps, week 262. Let's go.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. He's like, it's like he's reinvigorated or some shit. Like, yo, how you getting the reburst of energy and passion and shit? 5 years in and shit, dog. This what this guy's about, man. And again, it's been kind of like heavy in a good way, like talk, man. He did the whole Save the Earth thing. This is Back to the Machine. Like, boy, he talks that real shit and grooves with it. Look at them hands. Best hands in the game. What am I? Am I just being a phobe tonight or something?
Yes,
feel like
this
I'm
is the Pause Police responding to a complaint.
noticing shit that doesn't even need to be noticed. Yeah. Matt Lee's an absolute monster. Single vocal track, 262 weeks in a row. No dressing. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. Anything that I said, understand that I'm talking about that. All of that has to do with y'all's work. Y'all's singles and your albums and all that shit, man. At the Keepers, you should do whatever you want to try. You know? And then I'll shit on you for 23 minutes on the show. Oh yeah, look it, bro. I already ran out of captions. Whatever. We about to be thorough. We about to be Henry David up in here. Montana Matt. Yeah, so yeah, he wanted me to put Pacific Northwest because like he's currently in by Portland, Oregon. But in a couple weeks, he's going to be moving to Montana, and he's been like up and through that area. So he was like, just put Pacific Northwest. But I think the whole point of this is for like outsiders and not especially, but also the internationals fans and stuff to kind of like see and just kind of get a gist. So I'm like, you know, someone from Australia doesn't know what the fucking Pacific Northwest is. So I'm just like, give me a popular, like a notable enough city or whatever, and I'll put the state. So he's technically not at Montana yet. I think in a couple weeks he'll be over there. You know what else? My bad, Matt Lee. Is it already out? This is worth it. Hey, couples be posting on Instagram just eating each other's face. The fuck? Why the fuck do anyone else want to see that shit? What was I talking about? Matt Lee? Oh, he got an EP. What? Oh, it hasn't dropped yet. Ooh, he sent me all the MP3s though. Maybe I should talk to him about it first. 4 EPs, 4 tracks each. He dropped 1 through 3 on his Patreon. And 1 EP so far on Bandcamp. That's a lot. I don't really even know what that means. We'll do a listening sesh. 44 minutes total. Let me know when. Discord. Oh, sweet. All right. So I guess we already kind of talked about it. We'll be doing a listening sesh for Matt Lee's album. And we'll clarify where and all you can get all that. Zega, he's not wrong. I don't know where the Pacific Northwest. I mean, I don't really either. I live in this bit. I don't, I kind of know it means up there, but are you saying we don't? No. All right, time to get activated. Oh, so anyways, I wanted to point out the Montana thing. I think I got everybody's except for Vasphenom and the Beach. If anybody wants me to change their city or state or country, or like Brown Steve, if you want me to put like the city in Canada or whatever, just let me know. these are, you know, your guys' like front pictures, so I want them to be whatever you want them to be. And I'll reiterate from last week. If anyone wants to update their thumbnail picture, just send me a new picture. If you want to update your location, let me know. It's a new 5 years, so I want to do this, but I want to like kind of get them done within this first few weeks so that I could lock them into a folder and not have to keep making custom slides every week. But it's important to me that it's what you guys want on there. Dread says Beach is upstate Western New York. All right, so I guess I'm gonna get a city from them. Yeah, like John D is, I think, technically Staten Island, but he was just like, you could put Queens, New York. Like, that's what people will recognize. So that's what I did. I don't even know if Staten Island is close to Queens or if that's just where he used to be from or whatever, but whatever you guys want on there, man. Praise mode.
We activated.
Yeah, we
Barkeepers. Turn up. Devil tryna break me in half, like a kick out, but I ain't no quick stack. You can hit the road jack, I ain't with the tip for tack. I preach some rap facts, everything else can back. Give me 50 feet, before I go, I let God go before me. Everywhere I go, I keep God's word with me. The holy oil dripping down my head to my feet. I'm unique, all the way from my head to my feet. I'm quite unique, I used to be bleak, now I stay ready for Jesus. Throw me the TD, I'm on the field of God's feet, on God's team. I'm running for Christ, I caught a few touchdowns. Pastor probably saved my life. Jesus got me in sight, now I'm shining my light. Only what God saved will last. I repented from my past. Did some things that was bad. Now I'm not trying to be in the future, still looking back at all the things I did in the past. But I know God is the only one that can help me get past and put me back on the right track. And when I'm back on the right path, I promise you I'm never looking back. I'm never turning back. It's a narrow road, but I chose to walk when I chose to sell drugs. And when I got dirty, I chose to walk through the mud. Now my body's tired because I've been through the fire, but I still won't stop praising God until my time has expired. I'm saying this is life after death, and I'm building for my next empire. I have to build, and as long as the Holy Ghost helping me, then this fire inside of me is sealed. Being Christ-like for real can get your motherfucking peeled. But God's on my side, on this side of the battlefield. But God's on my side, on this side of the battlefield. I'm on God's side, and he on my side, on this side of the battlefield. This Bible in my head is my sword and shield, and he got his arm on me, and I'm in this army for real.
Y'all better stop playing with praise. I'm talking like anybody been playing with praise, but y'all better stop playing with praise mode. It just gets better. Damn, he landed that. What'd he say? I used to do dirt and I was walking in the mud, but till I got tired and something, and he fucking landed it. Effing. I think he was at expired or something. Whatever he landed it, he landed it. He's able to do these crazy, just these insane runs, and now he's landing them, dog. And always, above everything, it's like, I think that it's just so important to have, and I've said this with him plenty, but to have at least one of those things that kind of sticks to your ribs throughout the thing as a listener. So it's like, that was memorable. I want to come back to it, or I want to hear his next shit or whatever. Like, we can't just do this shit to impress ourselves. Sure you can, but if you're trying to do this to relay your shit to other people, then keep in mind you want to do something that sticks. You want to minimize tune out factor, especially with this fucking lack of attention era that we live in. You want to minimize tune out factor, and you want to maximize the those little things that stick with you, you know? Even as simple as, what do you say? I got God's arm on me, and so I'm with his army. It made me have to sit there and think, like, damn, that was dope. You know what I mean? I don't care. Praise mode, no, and he'll always have a bar or two like that. Would it be like That's one of the most clever bars I've ever heard, and I could never have thought of myself. And I'm not talking about crazy entendre or a 7-syllable stack ass bar. It'd just be like some shit that's so creative and right in line. Everything he says is always very in line with his story and with the God message, but he never ceases to fail at that, yo. That's wild. It's very captivating, always. Turn up.
Praise mode, and I'm activated. Station turn up.
Another very captivating guy, no pun intended. Cap the Wise Guy. I'm a sucker. So I had to I tried, guys. If I didn't know where you guys were from, I tried to stalk the Instagram a little bit or whatever, but all I could find was New Jersey all the way up and down his IG. So I guess I got to get with him and put a city just to keep it all uniform. If anyone knows where in New Jersey Cap is from, let me know. But oh yeah, so let's check it out. RC is here. Well, I don't know if courtesy of Cap or whatever, but we know RC. I was introduced to RC Productions via Cap the Wise Guy, so legend for that. And we've had nothing but dope ass weeks from RC.
Barkeepers, 262, RC. Look. I'm more screeched than Zach Morris, I get it, I'm not cool, but don't try and tell me I ain't nice. I'm not fool, not no sucker MC, don't ever get it confused. Whether I win or I lose, I'm just here to crush the groove. 5 years ago, this gram of mine asked me to spit some MC lines, and really I haven't stopped, just a few vacations. But until the day I retire, I'll be here breaking through these walls. Put the turbo button on lock, we running full speed like OJ did from the cops. Catch me if you can, keep up if you able. Every RC beat is like food upon the table. So pull up a seat, cause we all about to feast. Clap hands, tap your feet, cause we all about the beast. I dare one of these Gastons to ever try and stop me. Sorry, I got kids, I know most of you dads copy and understand. If you don't, fuck it, man, can't go back now. Can't switch to another plan, I'm locked in with no keyhole with the ordinary people. Hoi polloi in the church of bars below the steeple. Now let us pray, I never know what to say. Our Father, what art from heaven? Well, if I may, thanks for another beat, another chance to come and speak. Not really sure who's listening or who may find it weak, but let them hate. All it's gonna do is push me. Revenge still the sweetest joy next to getting pussy. Hail Mary, amen. I'm ready, just say when. Patiently waiting for mine. I'm sure I'll wait again, but really head nods the only approval I'm after. It's hip hop after all, distracting us from disasters and whatever else occur in the world. No one requested, like breaking down your old bars to brag. That ain't impressive, but hey, to each their own. All I can do is do me and keep my shit disgusting, like drinking a shoey. Who the fuck came up with that? Probably someone without cups. I won't lie, when I first saw it, I damn near throw up. Oh well, bottoms up, cause once you reach the top, there's nowhere else to go, and they coming right for your spot. So I stay on point like magic, no matter how big I get. Handling all the pressure and smile with no stress, and be sure to stay sick. Make sure that I have fun, but not so sick that I can't ever come back from. Positive like optimist, be still going, no stopping this. Almost done, it's obvious I'm out of words to drop and spit, but I committed, no option is better than this one. Forever fun, just let it run like Reverend Run. Go ahead and jump or walk this way. The MC has landed, now it's time for me to roll out. I'm some Lieutenant Dan shit. Let's go! Ah, fuck.
Damn, that was a run, bro. What was that? 64? That was on top of shit, bar for bar, man. Which it technically always is. Sometimes they're just being like one thing or whatever, but that was not enunciated at all. Yeah, I mean, what 20-year-olds we got in our crew? Who's like 20 in this bitch? LOD was. LOD, little young Ja. Listen, anyone under ooh wee. How old am I? Anyone under 25 is not gonna know what the fuck the OJ Chase bar is, or what the Lieutenant Dan bar is, unfortunately. It's disgusting. Those are two staples of our lifetime. Two of the biggest things of our lifetime, but Forrest Gump and OJ, but that's very sad. But we got it. And, it was right there. All I'm gonna do is so literal. The Hail Mary thing was ill. Here. Man, it sucks for me, bro, because when he does these crazy most of his are just like are full blown like marathons, right? They don't get boring, which is so skillful. Like they don't get boring. He's throwing cool, like sick punchlines, sick whatever. Like the whole way through, his energy is captivating, captivating. But boy, damn it. See, this is not worth a nitpick. Here, I'm going to direct this back towards like Cap. If this was like a Cap for a Cap album, it's for barkeepers. This is not even a necessary fucking statement. But this thing was 99.9% insanity. Like, dope as fuck. When you have that, and when it's so whatever he did, maybe 64 bars or whatever, but when you have that, it's I'm not gonna go there. It's not for his album. It's just for barkeepers. I was literally gonna talk about one word. At one point in this thing, he says something, and I'm gonna the word gonna Gonna. And he stretched it in a weird way in the middle of a sick ass pattern and scheme, all of that. And he said something, you know what I mean? That's enough to throw me off, bro. And that honestly, as like a judge or whatever, that doesn't turn me off. I'm just talking about for the listener. And if it's something like your fucking album, like just one little gunna, like setting, like rocking this incredible boat ride is like, you know, I'm making up languages and shit. I don't want to say these words, yo, but you know, y'all will catch it if y'all listen back. I don't know where it was. Requested break down your bars to brag. It's coming after this.
All I can do is do me and keep my shit disgusting like drinking a shoey. Who the fuck came up with that? Probably someone without cups. I won't lie, when I first saw it, I damn near throw up. Oh well, bottoms up, cause once you reach the top, there's nowhere else to go. And they coming right for your spot, so I stay on point like magic, no matter how big I get. Handling all the pressure and smile with no stress. And be sure to stay sick, make sure that I have fun, but not so sick that I can't ever come back from. Positive like optimist, be still going, no stopping this, almost done. It's obvious I'm out of words.
All right, I missed it. I don't know, whatever. But also, have any of my Aussie brothers like had an issue with Cap? Cap's the nicest guy. I think it's all in fun, but week 260 he had a bar about like maybe it's like maybe if I had an accent I'd be getting more keys or something. And this one he's shitting on Australian culture shoeies as well. What's up with you and Australians, bro? I'm gonna let you know what, and I'm not going no further into this, no matter how much nobody bother me. But Cap, if you're watching this, you're fucking. I wish maybe I'd get more keys if I was the shiny new toy, or maybe if I had an accent on like an Irish or those two bars, bro, almost started World War III at barkeepers, man. And that's and I cleared it. I cleared the slate, and I don't think that you meant anything by it either. And it wasn't anyone with an accent who had an issue with it, but it was taken incorrectly as fuck. fuck? That was sketchy, bro. Sketchy. Not on you at all. Not on you. I just think it's fun fact. Fun fact. RC says we have a few tracks. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I think before you produced here, I think that we plugged one of the Cap songs that you produced, you know? That's dope. Oh, actually, we used one of the Cap songs as the challenge, didn't we? Didn't we do a challenge of his using his actual beat? Anyways. Zega, he's not wrong. Shoeys are funny, but they are not clean. No, it's fucking savage. But I just feel like, what made him go there? What made him get into the Shoeys out of nowhere this week? But no, they're not. It's not clean. That shit's pretty savage. Oh, my bad, Geki. Yeah, but again, Cap is ill as fuck, and don't take none of it. Like, that thing was just full blown from front to back ill. I didn't like Gunna. The word's fine. He just like stretched it in a weird way in the middle of like a run that I was like super into. So that's all. Gaki, repping New Zealand. You know what the fuck that means. We international, baby. Uh-oh.
Coming up from down under.
New Zealand in the house. Gaki, let's see what he did.
Barkeepers 262. Gaki. RC Productions. I'm breaking the fences while you lay in the trenches. Take aim with your chest and shrapnel that empty and your trachea blended. Shaking and breathless, I remain unscathed. Taking the message, special delivery like agents of panic. Sustaining my presence, bring flame to the sentence. Came to address us, maintaining the pressure. Going postal, going save with the letters. Break the chains like I'm taking your necklace. I'm breaking the whole frame of the nexus. Nervous, I hold nerves like brachial plexus. My arm bars are performing radio flexes. I ride late, not a break in attendance. Stand to attention whenever Gaki is present. Endanger contenders, behavior is reckless. Sign a waiver before standing against us. Drop handfuls while you dangle a feather. Act me, don't act me, acting pretender. Leave permanent marks like I'm branding the leather. When I raw hard, you can't handle the beat, bro. You will conspire like animal sweaters. Few will inspire the plans I endeavor. A mass eater, yeah, my mandible's better. Eating up humans like Hannibal Lecter. The man with the pen, examine the lecture. Erratic, spastic, compatible temper. A chip on my shoulder, a clavicle bender. You should learn not to anger the mentor. Came to play ball like a basketball center. Handles are better, I'll damage defenders. Like a Toyota, smashing a Lexus. Like a Toyota, you lacking the wisdom. I brandish a weapon that's a hand in the pennants. Attached, unmatched, get slapped with appendage. Gag is a menace, barcade academic. I came to play small change with some credits.
I guess the similes, because the simile is comparing two things using like or as, where a metaphor is comparing two things without the use of like or as. So, the similes in this thing were some of the coolest things I've ever heard. There was also like entendre shit. What'd he say? You will perspire like animal sweaters. EWE, like a sheep. Wool, WOOL. You will perspire like animal sweater. What the fuck else he said in there? You know what? This is some of the most clever similes of all time in this place. The fuck are we talking about? Run it back.
Barkeepers 262.
What the fuck?
Gaki. RC Productions.
Also, Do they really call them basketball centers out there? They're just called gyms over here. Anyway.
I'm breaking the fences while you lay in the trenches. Take aim with your chest and shrapnel that ends as your trachea blended. Shaking and breathless, I remain unscathed. Taking the message, special delivery like agents of medic. Sustaining my presence, bring flame to the sentence. Came to address as maintaining the pressure. Going postal, going same with the letters. Break the chains like I'm taking your necklace. I'm breaking the whole frame of the nexus. Nervous, I hold nerves like breaking plexus.
Insane.
My arm bars are performing radio
flex is
I
insane.
rhyme late, not a break in attendance. Stand to attention when every Gaki is present. Endanger contenders, behavior is reckless. Sign a waiver before standing against us. Drop handles while you dangle a feather. Act me, don't act me, acting pretender. Leave permanent marks like I'm branding the leather. When I raw hard, you can't handle the beat, bro. You will conspire like animal sweaters. Fuel bullets by the plans I endeavor. A mass eater, yeah, my mandible's better. Eating up humans like Hannibal Lecter. The man with the pen, examine the lecture. Erratic, spastic, compatible temper. A chip on my shoulder, a clavicle bender. You should learn not to anger the mentor. Came to play ball like a basketball center. Handles are better, I'll damage defenders. Like a Toyota, smashing a Lexus. Like a Toyota, you lacking the wisdom. I brandish a weapon, it's a hand in the pennants. Attached, unmatched, get slapped with appendage. Gak is a menace, barcade academic. I came to play small change with some credits.
Oh, did you mean the position, the five spot, a center in basketball? All right. Well, that's on me. So you were even more intact again than even I thought. Oh, you meant both. Yeah, because I felt like the bar had something to do with location too, didn't it? Anyway, I don't give a shit. Blonju, are you in here? Hold me to it. The Gaki is in my top 5 this week. Do not let me bullshit that. Or if I do bullshit, expose me on your show tomorrow. Listen, guys, I'm not trying.
Yes, this is the S.O.S police responding to a complaint.
I don't know where he lands, but he gotta land. That's like by far the best Gaki we've heard. One of the best, like, just relentless holding that rhyme scheme, but every single part of it meant something. Even when, instead of letting the rhyme scheme get in the way, I think that there was 2 parts, right? Something like right there at the end, towards the end, and then something right towards the middle where you used a word that wasn't fucking going with damage offender or Hannibal Lecter. Like 2 of the different parts, you just went with the word though that provided for the proper impact of the bar. Letting the scheme go for 1 second. Because then you're right back on the scheme the rest of the way. We don't give a fuck that you broke that part of the scheme just to... Yeah, I think it was the lack in the wisdom. Yeah. But listen. That was so much more important than someone who would try to, like, force a line in there that goes with back in the enda, that and the enda, or whatever that the scheme was. So many people would try to force that to hold it. And it would, you know, while sacrificing like the impact of the lines, which fuck. Yeah. I don't do this on this show ever, but I only have a top 4 left. That's the Gaki's up in there. And y'all can hold me to it on Jew's show tomorrow. The bars. Yo, Hash, did you hear? I think it was maybe Zega. Someone with the accent said the bars earlier. It sounded like a shout out to you, but they just said it that way. The bars. HASH. Let's go.
HASH.
We're here, man. Hold up. Are we good? Is everyone good? You good? The show is Sunday on Sunday. My name is High Sunday. It's week 262. We're going over all the barkeepers at Bars Kept. BARSKEPT. That's where you find us. This is where the bars are kept, bro. Don't trip.
Look up. The bar is up here.
Hash is Clay.
We have crossed the threshold.
Yeah, I got time, cuz. I go hard, cuz. You don't want to fuck with me.
HASH. Said a bitch ass nigga can't tell me shit. A bitch ass bitch can't tell me shit. Ass real nice, don't tell me shit.
I only have 3 spots left in my top 5. Fuck out of here. I've also very much emphasized the importance of like of a strong and captivating opener, dog. This is that's a bitch ass nigga. Don't tell me shit. Come on, bro. Yo, I got 3 spots left. Fuck y'all talking about, man. Ranks off the first 2 bars. The first bar.
Across the threshold.
Yeah, I got time, cuz. I go hard, cuz. You don't want to fuck with me.
HASH. Said a bitch ass nigga can't tell me shit. A bitch ass bitch can't tell me shit. Ass real nice, don't tell me shit. You can lose your life for the hell of it. A bitch ass nigga can't tell me shit. A bitch ass bitch can't tell me shit. Ass real nice, don't tell me shit. You can lose your life for the hell of it. I make the rules cause I hate to lose, so I break them too. And I play the fool like what I'm saying ain't true. Rent your hip hop, hear the bars and flinch cause it's hot. Tree in a ziplock, old school in them. Fuck the Mylar bags, I can't open them when I want to. Man, it's too much. Skip, zoom, rush to the part of the punch when my fist move flush like when missiles touch a bomb blast quicker and the mist flew dust. I'm a dog ass nigga and you pick wood, but I'm a cross task killer when the list pulled up. Cause it's a strong black timber and the bricks glue tough. Opinions are like assholes, everybody's got one. If you don't, you full of shit to an extent. Whatever though, if you love something, you gotta let it go. If it comes back to you, that's when you will know what it really is. Gotta stay a child of faith like Biggie's kid. I said a bitch ass nigga can't tell me shit. No. Bitch ass bitch can't tell me shit. No. Ass real nice, don't tell me shit. You can lose your life for the hell of it. Bitch ass nigga can't tell me shit. Nope. Bitch ass bitch can't tell me shit. Nope. Ass real nice, don't tell me shit. You can lose your life for the hell of it. Handsome shooter holding more precious metal than Mansa Musa. My humor's more darker than Stanley Kubrick's. I can't exclude it. I plan to do this. Expand the blueprint. Damn, it's lucid. Command the movement while you stand accused of the grand illusion. And the truth is you should feel scammed and looted. I'm branded ruthless. It stand to prove it. The land's polluted. My brand's elusive. You just ran into it. I know you can't stand my hubris. The bars. Bitch ass nigga can't tell me shit. No. Bitch ass bitch can't tell me shit. No. Ass real nice. Don't tell me shit. You can lose your life for the hell of it. Bitch ass nigga can't tell me shit. Nope. Bitch ass bitch can't tell me shit. Nope. Ass real nice. Don't tell me shit. You can lose your life for the hell of it. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
What was that? Whose voice was that? What was that all about? I mean, whatever. Didn't take anything away. That was, yeah. I mean it. Damn it. I don't give a shit. I got 3 spots left. And I won't talk about that, we won't discuss the other 3 spots, but this is how I work. If you fucking make my day with your first line, if you fucking if you capture the room with your first line, with a hook, with the first few words of a hook, Detroit, stand up, bro. That shit crazy. That shit. And then, but let's be real. That was like kind of funny too. But then when that second verse happened, not only did he stick on the rhyme ender scheme, the internals had multiple internals that rode along the same scheme. That second verse it was crazy. It's just like it's mellow, like his like I mean, you could hear like the aggression in his tone sometimes or whatever, but it's like effortless, you know. And so if you're just kind of listening, whatever, dog. Niggas need to pay attention. Yo, people need to pay attention to Hash's Clay. Like on the surface, like kind of listening in the background or something, it might just kind of feel like this. It's all just you know, it's all just kind of a tone and kind of a thing or whatever, man. But if you take one step closer to anything that he does and listen or read, the mechanics are insane. The bar mechanics are fucking. And guess what? If anybody tries to tell him shit,
H-A-S-H.
Oh, I thought that was. I can't have a. Way too late. Oh, that's not a gunshot. That slammed the metal door. Remember that? It's still titled Bang, so I thought I had a gunshot for the show, but. Slam the metal door in their face. Push these niggas off me like.
Push these bitches off me like. Push these niggas off me like. Pushing the snakes, I'm pushing the fakes, I'm pushing them all off me like. Pushing them.
That's basically what he was saying. Even though Kendrick did it melodic and shit. Push these niggas off me like who? Push these bitches off me like who? Or a bitch ass nigga can't tell me shit. A bitch can't tell me shit.
The bars. Look up. The bars S-H.
Let's go, bro. Oh, what a week. Yeah, Brown Steve. Yeah, that second verse, just in case anyone was like, just kind of loafing through the first verse and the hook or whatever. The second verse was like, it's bar time in case. Tony, a bitch ass bitch can't tell me shit is my life motto.
Okay then.
Let's go, bro. Visuals on this one's crazy. Hash or Tony, because both of them are in two completely different ways visuals masters. Over here. Oh, also Tony Shane, did you want to go like Chicago? I didn't know, but as long as I get to claim you as Los Angeles, I'm going to take it. But let me know if you wanted to change that. Tony Shane.
Sounds perfect.
Cool. He's LA.
Okay then. The menace been activated, identity laminated, then placed it around my neck so they can't forget what the name is. Pull a card if you brave. I'm betting you think a game before you put your hand near this wood chipper that I became. Sharp enough to chomp through an ancient sarcophagus like it ain't shit. I'm appalled at the waste as much as y'all. What a gas guzzler. 16 cylinders trying to fire all at once. Blew my hood up from the front. I'm a leader, baby. Not the type you pour into a foreign. This is pure Americana like a manicured lawn. Meticulous with the greenery, making your missus fawn over money trees that I've been watering since the fall. Now they blooming, business is booming, revenue just flowing like an allergen. Got my lady out chewing and poof, another blessing. Judge with a message, hand on her head, probably fucking up her edges. Where the hairdresser? I see the countdown coming again. I'm winding up half court for the win. I lured them in with the showmanship. I knew they would dig, been building some shit, but quiet as the drop of a pen. So sharp in your pen, you thinking about versing a kid. He protected against any swordsman who attend where we doing it big. Dare to put a worm in your ear, you can tell from the stench. Oh shit, the Reaper was here.
I got my mic on, my shades on, my chain on, my ring on. I got my watch on, my J's on, my stank on, my brain on. I got my mic on, my shades on, my chain on, my ring on. I got my watch on, my J's on, my stank on, my brain on. Yeah.
Never really a miss with this guy, but I mean, what else the fuck you gonna say? But I will say this. So the main vocals, I don't got nothing to say about Tony Shane's pen or delivery. It's fucking masterful, top tier. Hence, he's first or second place or maybe third all the time. What did I say? Oh, but so your verse here sounded like a single vocal. Knowing you, I'm assuming that was probably you had a main vocal, maybe a doubles vocal, and some ad libs or something. But like this is for folks you know, who was tuned into the earlier 30-minute digression we went into. But if you're gonna do them, they shouldn't be slapping you in the face. They should be there for like ghost dynamic almost, man. And so I don't know if he actually had them in here too, and they were just like mixed in real nice and into the joint, or if that was a solo vocal or whatever. But then obviously when he gets into kind of his like harmonic type of situations, you'll get some layer in and some whatevers. Like that's what the fuck, you know, that's where it's at, man. And also shout out to videos again. I'd imagine that there's some people who have, and I promise this is not the beginning of goddamn AI rant, but I'd imagine that there's some people who have turned to AI art and video work because they just feel like it looks cooler than anything that I could possibly do, and all it takes is for me to write a prompt like a lazy fuck sack of shit. But all it takes is for me to write a prompt and it'll make something that looks cooler and portrays my shit cooler than anything that I could possibly do, because I don't have video skills and to know how to use Final Cut and Premiere Pro and all that. Listen, this looks like a guy standing on a white wall with a flashlight at cell phone camera, unless it's a real camera, but it'll work. It'll work with a cell phone. I think it was probably a cell phone, even though Tony, I'm sure, has plenty of dope ass cameras. But it's a flashlight and a cell phone, and look how ill it is. And this means so much more. There's so much more of the artist and the organic and just kind of all of that than even the coolest looking AR, you know? And fuck the flashlight. All other times, like he's literally just white wall. So I think that folks, well, fuck everyone else, but I think that my folks here, like, should just maybe like have a little bit more confidence in yourself, man. Like, I believe in everyone here as an artist, man, and probably believe in some of y'all as artists more than you do yourselves, and I've seen parts of your creativity and things that y'all could do that you don't even consider you know, a capability of yours or whatever. And so I don't know, man. White wall and a flashlight and a cell phone. It's very impactful, very entertaining, you know, and it's 100% unequivocally him. Yeah, Tony Shane uses an iPhone 14 and a cheap ass ring light. I hope this inspires some people just to. I started rapping on Instagram when the world was over. I was locked in my bedroom. If anyone's seen that Dexter video that I did, I mean, I hate to talk about like putting money into it, but literally, I got fake blood from Amazon for like $3, $5, and I got that big sheet of plastic for less than $5, and I got Amazon myself a butcher apron for a couple bucks. And it's $10 fucking, and my cell phone in my little ass bedroom I made a music video that I'm really proud of, you know. And a bunch of the videos the Triumph video, when I'm doing Triumph and when I'm up against the building, that's me lying on my floor, and I had a tripod and just had my phone pointing down at me, and I was laying on my green screen sheet. So I'm lying, I'm like looking like crazy. If Chazzy, my roommate at the time, if she walked in on me while I was laying on the floor flat on my green screen with with the cell phone pointing down at me, and I'm sitting here rapping. I mean, like, she thought I fucking lost my mind, bro. She probably would have thought, you know, oh, he got the cocoa for sure. But I mean, that time really made me dig. It really made me dig into like what's all possible while literally locked in my bedroom, or you know, our living room was pretty sweet over there, but I did everything that y'all seen here in my bedroom. You know, the Chuck E. Cheese video, I filmed that in my bedroom on an iPhone 12 at that time. So I like the little rants that have happened tonight. It really makes me feel, you know, I think that most of like maybe the problems that people have is like people see something or like want to be at a place or be at a level or create something at a level or a space that they've seen or heard. So they're trying to do that. But it's like, you can't do someone else's road, bro. Like, I guess you can use other people's method and road as an inspiration or whatever, but we're creators, man. We're creatives and creators, and the ones with the imaginations and the ones with ideas and stuff, like really in this fucking society. And so, you know, while learning skills and gaining inspiration from other people's paths and the way that they move, like the real win is leaning all the way into yourself and going, what can I create? What does my brain create? Because that's the only thing that no one else can do, and the robot can't do either. And the one thing the robot can't do is predict your next move, unless all your moves are following an already established pattern or road or whatever, you know. Tony, COVID made me start rapping on camera too. Shout out to Coco, man. Yo, bro, Brown Steve, Tony, me too, bro. Let's go. Yes. Brown Steve actually started doing weekly raps on his camera to his Instagram before Barkeepers even existed. For sure. Zega, my first video on this was just clips of me bombing. Hell yeah. So I wasn't sure about wanting to show my face. Yeah. Think of the do cool shit of you bombing. There might be a couple people who do in our community here, but like that's something special too, and that's hip hop as fuck. And that's like a bridge of a hip hop bridge from New Zealand to here. Like we speak that language, you know, and yeah, it doesn't have to be your face. I think I did hear John D earlier maybe say something like your energy would and all that would come off nicer, like even more powerful if we got to see you spitting it. Was that you that he was talking about? Because I do agree with that too. But if your thing is I don't want to show my face, then you know, you're still a creative. You're still more creative than most of society. All of us here. I don't give a fuck if y'all think so or not. I've been around y'all enough. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's our job, man. It's our job to think of cool ideas and make dope shit that's strictly from our heart. Like, who else in society gets to do that? You go to your fucking job, sit at your office, and do what someone tells you to do. You follow the guidelines, and you climb the ladder. Often that ladder is climbed, you know, it's a lot more secure of a climb, and it's, you know, yeah, secure. It's more predictable, and that's necessary as an adult. But we can't help it. We artists. Go. My first video. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. N-Dub 2 started rapping on phone during COVID. So I mean, yeah, that's most of us. There was, you know, what was that? What was that shit called? Cypher. Whatever that platform was before Barkeepers, I think that was around before COVID started. Cypher Circuit, was that it? The like a bunch, you know, a handful of our folks are from there. They were there too. I think it was called, no, not Dominion Ciphers. I was at Dominion Ciphers. But Dominion Ciphers came from, I think, from the closing of this thing that I'm talking about, which I think is called Cypher Circuit. I'm not positive about that, but nah, before Bars App. Anyways, yeah, I feel like Bars App, Dominion Ciphers, Barkeepers, all kind of existed in the same realm era. COVID. Before that, I think that there was that one thing that a bunch of the Dominion guys are from, Barkeepers guys are from, or whatever. And I think that might have closed down or whatever. World ended. And then, so Dominion Ciphers and Barkeepers started the same exact week. I don't know when Bars App started, but I wasn't hearing about Bars App while we were running Dominion and Barkeepers for, you know, for that year or two. And then, yeah, and then at some point I started noticing all those Bars Apps peoples. Dread says, my homie was battling raps on MySpace comments back in the day. Yo, I've heard that. People have told me this story of them too. I could never imagine that. This is literally, yeah, you're talking about in the comments. So this is literally just typing raps and battling people, right? I've heard this. I've heard numerous people tell me that they used to do this too. I can't imagine just typing battle bars back and forth. There's no delivery about it, or really. COVID is when I learned how to rap again. Look, man, the most devastating time in our lives, and, you know, one of the most devastating times in the history of the planet type situation. And yeah, it's nice to be able to have something cool come from it, because I'm not here without it, for sure too. Chess by mail type of shit. I don't even like chess where you just announce the spaces, this space to that space or whatever. Like, I gotta fucking move the pieces, and I gotta look you in the face. I gotta talk some shit and get into your head and stuff. I don't like just like F1 to F6. Anyway, Nate, my bad. Is he in here? Tell me shut the fuck up next time, Nate. He is in here. Let's go. Nate Z, New Zealand, represent. You know what that means.
Give me pound, give me pound, give me euro.
We international, baby. New Zealand coming up from down under. Let's see.
Week 262, RC, Nate Z, Barkeepers.
Okay.
Don't wanna be famous, aim for infamy. Most crave insta fame instantly. Scripted, subjective, instep perspective. The objective, step on the neck of the collective. All calm, red and black like ants in a jar. Shake it hard, they tear each other apart. Seeds of hate grow in the expanse of the heart. Cancel culture, how the cancer start. This MK Ultra cultured fast. We cattle that meant to be fenced in. Dance senseless chattel sent to the trenches. Sentenced in a sentence, we are indentured. Men bury heads to the neck. They necklace all they project, their own necks all they protect. Don't like them, I smite them. Turn on you in cycles, right then. That's how you ride on your bike then. Too tired, I'm too far, you fired. On purpose, let's see how fast you be running. A dolphin, did not see that coming, you dummies. I'm deeper, specific, prolific. You'll say nothing, I keep it specific. I'm sick of the deception and lies, man. New side was Zion who fire on Iran. Honest man, a plan, take the promised land. Gaza demolish, abolish Islam. Upper echelon, pressure on, pause, uppercuts. Upper crust cuts, upper gut, uppercuts. Schmucks, and for a few bucks, truth sucks. You can kiss two nuts, couldn't get two fucks. He a dope in a tree, smoking a tree, soaking the dopamine. He's as dope as can be.
Oh, dude, don't do that. I hope that that's an introduction. I hope that the ending of that means that you about to start coming on camera. Again, I don't want to force it. If y'all ain't comfortable with it, there's other ways to be captivating. But god damn it, a guy like Nate as Zega, there's these certain like powerful ass like both in tone and in context rappers. They're like, man, seeing you do it and get face to face with us would mean something. But fuck all that. So in case y'all didn't see, like there was a little peek of Nate Z at the end of there, but I've heard hundreds of thousands of bars in my life, right? Who knows how many? But it's got to be hundreds of thousands. Did that on purpose. A dolphin did not see that coming, or whatever the. Might be one of the dopest. Might be one of the dopest bars. It might be one of the top 50 bars I've ever heard out of the hundreds of thousands of bars that I've ever heard. God. Fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about, bro? No, not to mention literally everything else. Uppercuts for a few bucks. Truth sucks. Two nuts. Kings. Like, listen. It's gonna be, you know, at least easier. No, it's probably gonna be a lot harder trying to figure out two spots because 3 of mine are taken up. The fuck are we talking about? I was already sold off of the opener.
Week 262, RC, Nate Z, Barkeepers, yar. Don't wanna be famous, aim for infamy. Most crave insta fame instantly.
Telling y'all. MK Ultra Culture. Like, pause? Did I miss a pause? Did I say something? My bad. I was way too stoked on Nate. I don't pause for that.
Yes, this is the Pause Police responding to a complaint.
And I like that drag pocket. Like he sees the pocket, sometimes floats past it, but when he goes past the pocket, it's not like then what he does is past pocket. He just drags the pocket along with him. If that makes sense. It's very cool. Ooh, Nate Z says Tony Shane inspired me this week. Gonna get on camera more. You know, if long as you're okay with it, I think we would enjoy it more or whatever. If you're not comfortable with it, then don't. We love you the same, but just that little bit at the end was like, oh fuck, I thought you were maybe about to go into another verse or whatever. Shit. Big old pot stick. I love it. I love it. I love it. Brown Steve. Oh yeah, Canada. You want me to put your city, Steve? For the I'll only put the countries for the countries like Australia, United Kingdom, all that. But if y'all want me to put cities, I'm down too. Just trying to make it like the most the most impressive to people looking from outside. Cool. Brown Steve of Studio Steve again, man. I'll give you guys a second after this. All right, after this submission, you guys got to click over to YouTube and subscribe to Studio Steve, man. His new interview with High Sunday is out now, and more awesomeness to come. But y'all heard me talking about it. He's just a great fucking host. Y'all, I think I plugged the NBA, the finals, the playoffs show that he was doing as well. It's fucking killer dude, man. Brown Steve.
Yeah. Bring it, Brown Steve. Yo, like I said, man, where the fuck's your energy at? Bring it. You on the microphone now. Yeah. You on the motherfucking mic right now.
Come on, I'm in. Let's go.
Play the horns when I enter. I've been royalty since my days in placenta. King, but I don't need no crown to prove it. Like a 6-shooter when I spit, I cause movement. So move, bitch, get out the way. Certified champ, call me SGA. I got bars like I get buckets. I get residual pay, talking big ducats. Spitting bullets out the chamber, you best duck it. Me no father, no man, because they all puppets. Check the stilo. Age like fine vino while I sip a cappuccino. Making moves like my homie filling tires up with Gringo. My ducks in a row like I play the game of bingo. I'ma shine like a star, play the background like Ringo. Frenetic, poetic, prophetic, anesthetic, rhetoric, cybernetic, nowhere to give $0 like a celibate. The apex predator, rhyme after rhyme, etc. Hit you like 50 bullets from buckshot. Happier, creeping on a come up, I run up and hit you with the 1-2. Where'd he come from? I have no clue. Brown Steve, the magnificent, prominent over all participants, challengers, listeners, and constituents. Known for his brilliance, lyrical every word. I'm a legend, killing for sport like hunting pheasants. Consider my presence to be a present. Consider this 1 minute and 34 seconds to be a lesson in how to craft rhymes and deliver a lecture through design elements of lyrical architecture.
Again, MC encompasses so much more than just doing fancy lyrical skill sets. Like, let's get to the point. Like, just starting it off like the way he started it off. That moves the crowd. Or, you know, is that what they say, MC beef? Anyway. That's really like the let me gather everyone, gather your fucking attention, get your fucking energy up, get your hands up. Now here we go. And when Steve starts going, he rarely, like, he doesn't waste words and stuff. He's a very powerful delivery, and what he says is crystal clear. So even when he's doing a couple little fancy like metaphor or punchline or whatever, it's crystal clear, and it's just a real comfortable listen while also being like, yeah, my guy is not to be fucked with, you know. It's all sick, man. It's all sick. He had a cut in there about like 8 bars in, or maybe on the 12th or whatever, where he got a little bit more almost double time with the syllables, or just like a, you know, he got a little bit stacky more with it. So that got into, if anyone was like, but he's not like technical enough or whatever. I think he started that run with something about being a frenetic poet, which I didn't know if you were referring to our old guy, frenetic poet, who then turned into, I don't want to go there. We don't want to go there. Anyways. Bars on bars, says Dread. Nate. Brown Steve, what's the YouTube channel? Is it not just called Studio? Well, I guess Studio Steve is a pretty standard ass 2 words that does it not just pop up? Oh yeah, I guess that's two way too common of words for his shit just to pop up. Well, he owns it though. YouTube.com/Studio Steve. Yeah, I just searched it and it doesn't just immediately pop up, but fuck it, just type it in. Easy enough. Yeah. Why am I getting Sneak City videos when I type in Studio Steve? That's so weird. 4 different sneaker videos? Live in studio, Steve Earle, Steve Vai. Yeah, anyways, youtube.com/Studio Steve. Don't try to search Studio Steve on YouTube. You'll never find it. For now. Until we get his subscribers up, 100K on the way. Anyway. Are you ready? The funniest Ja Rule video of all time. God. Y'all seen that video of him at the basketball game, I think, performing? Or somewhere he was performing. He's like, are you ready? And no one said shit. It was crickets. I hope it was an edited video. Oh, also, I was like years old when I found out that J-Lo says R-U-L-E. I thought she always said, are you ready? 20 years later and shit. R-U-L-E. I'm still going with are you ready? She was wrong. Rue, all the way from the UK. You know what that means. We international, baby. And what the fuck is... No, she says, she spells rule, bro. I'm glad that you're new to this too, because it was literally last year sometime for me. She says R-U-L-E, which is so much stupider than are you ready? But it was pointed out to me that he says, what's my motherfucking name? So she says R-U-L-E. I think they got it wrong. But she does. She absolutely says R-U-L-E. When I went back to listen, I was like, what is life? Not that was one of my favorite songs or anything, but what is life? When 20 years later, I realized it. Rue. That's where that all came from. R-U. Rue, let's go.
Yeah, for green don't even matter if you do it to survive. That's why I'm still waiting, what I do for no reply. Maybe that's my trauma, I've been battling since 5. Divorce on my shoulders, neither parent wanna try. I was just collected till you left me to the side. Depression at 14 left me always trying to fight with outrageous bliss to explain you trip. Business as usual to let it vacate is my solution for most of my problems I face. Couldn't even put me outside, I was based. Home run dreams cause my heart always breaks. Knowing I was planned yet you call me mistake. Can't even run since it hurts when you chase those scars that I've got when I could've moved faster. Reflects a lot about myself, I never wanna mirror you, cause everything you didn't do is everything I'm sticking to. Stuck to your absence, made a light with a beam. I'm a message out here, there's no light but I'm seen. Acted enough but I don't see the cast. Deep in my waters, there's no reading back. Plenty of fishes, too many smell the same. Portion over comfort, they're all taking aim. Maybe one day it might differ, but yin without yang is why I'm gray in the picture. We all take an angle, but it depends if it fits you. Fisher is what I've been escaping from to finally find a mittens, but notify my rate. Imagine being up, but nobody's awake. Music sounds dead cause you're covered in the cloth. Most throw pebbles, I be handling the rocks. I appreciate the credits, I'm the only one who watch. Been doing this a minute, and nobody even clocks. It's road. Yeah, for green don't even matter if you do it to survive. That's why I'm still waiting.
What is this? Is this a second verse or did it just repeat? I don't know what happened because I was like, I was over here being stoked first. Did it just is this a second? I want to get to it. Minute 25. Yeah, so that's only one verse, right? What the fuck is going on?
And what I do for no reply. Maybe that's my trauma. I've been battling since 5.
Oh no, it's not. Let's go. Let's go. We still got more here.
Divorce on my shoulders, neither parent wanna try. I was click collected till you left me to the side. Depression at 14 left me always trying to fight with outrageous bliss to explain you trip. Business as usual to let it vacate is my solution for most of my problems I face. Couldn't even put me outside, I was based. Home run dreams cause my heart always breaks.
Whatever, we'll
knowing
listen
I
to
was
it again.
planned yet you call me mistake. Can't even run since it hurts when you chase those scars. But I've got when I could've move faster. Reflects a lot about myself. I never wanna mirror you, cause everything you didn't do is everything I'm sticking to. Stuck to your absence, made a light with a beam. I'm a message out here, there's no light but I'm seen. Acted enough but I don't see the cast. Deep in my waters, there's no reading back. Plenty of fishes, too many smell the same. Portion over comfort, they're all taking aim. Maybe one day it might differ, but yin without yang is why I'm gray in the picture. We all take an angle, but it depends if it fits you. Fisher is what I've been escaping from to finally find a minutes, but notify my race. Imagine being up, but nobody's awake. Music sounds dead cause you're covered in the cloth. Most throw pebbles, I be handling the rocks. I appreciate the credits, I'm the only one who watch. Been doing this a minute, and nobody even clocks. It's rude.
I think that might be the illest Rue, right? Or at least for me, that might be the illest, just like the most put together and like maintaining the through line of like context and all that. But I don't think that might be my, I won't say illest, that might be my favorite Rue. That shit hit, boy. Yeah, well woven. I think that's where I was trying to get at. Thanks, End Up.
End Up.
Hash says it's dope. Dread agrees. End Up sick ass flow and entry or delivery. What made me say entry? Is the word entry, Paul? Bruh, I don't know what I haven't been hanging out with no New York kids and nothing. Why am I so anyways, entry sounds fucking pause.
Yes, this is the Pause Police responding to a complaint.
Sick ass entry. Yeah, shout out Rue, man. UK shit. My favorite Rue, at least in the of what I can remember. Yeah, crazy. He got deep to the family shit. Then it turns into like this kind of like, yeah, just like grinding through the life trudges. Look at this fucking picture or whatever is like is right in there. Is that 2 samurai swords? That's gangster. Wearing a pair of old school Vans with a backpack with 2 samurai swords is the craziest shit ever. Cause what? What did I say? Deep to the family? Yo, we gotta get out of here soon. Otherwise,
Yes, this is the Pause Police responding to a complaint.
there's only one Pause Police Department, and we've been hogging the shit out of them tonight. There's only one for the whole country of the United States. I don't even know if you guys have a Pause Police Department. I don't know, Australia or UK, Canada. But we only got one over here, and on Sunday nights we be hogging them. Tonight has been extra hog.
Yes, this is the Pause Police responding to a complaint.
It's not up to me. It's the epic return of the Guardian at Spot AGGR on Instagram. He stopped by. What was it? Week 160. One of the recent weeks he did stop back by, but he's been gone for a while. I'm glad to see him again. Hopefully this means that he's around for a while, because Guardian is woven into the fabric of the barkeepers, man. When he was around, he was every single week for the longest time. One of the most consistent dudes ever. One of the no one can do it like Spot a Guardian ever. No one that I've ever met. He's yeah, he's one of these ultra creatives, and I look up to that shit. I don't give a fuck. I honestly, I won't say I don't give a fuck. Like bars and architecture and stuff like that is mad impressive to me too, because I'm a pensman, right? But it's equally or more impressive to me when someone is really just able to heavy do something that no one else could do. That doesn't like just mean like be weird, to be different or whatever. He means it. Guardian goes around to events in Florida with his Guardian mask on, and he's the same dude. All he's doing is fucking spreading love and awareness for the revolution, bro. Whatever. Let's check out Guardian. Spot a Guardian of the Guardian Revolution. What?
Coming at you like a swarm of killer bees, tempting ET with some Reese's with his tendencies. Bow down, little bow wow, praying on thy knee. Christ is king, yes, Jesus, open heart surgery. Blue versus red, fate will decide. Blood pumps us within, so without, let's go. Trampoline jump, listen more, speak less. Master thumping, 808, twerking yo soul, got you bumping. And enough, head in her hole, feeling like a mole. Pushing past the pole, shirt over face, go! Messy getting clean, see it in your tube, bro. Pole vault, hear the movie on its personal. Revolt! Keep talking jack, artificial smokestack, stacking up flapjacks, little finger jokes, read your oral before we lock chokes, chin down, spun around, ha! That's all, folks!
She's got me going crazy. I know you think I'm lazy. Soon they'll be like, damn, it's the new Jay-Z. Rock Nation got nothing on us. Let's go halfsies.
Go time, we're headed off the coast. She screams, hallelujah! Guardians roast, I'm humbled, holy son of God's boast. Never forget your time, forgave most. Angels in the cut, hell's frostbite, fertile pager, ghost fight, bedrock, heaven's height, global art takeover, insight. What?
I was looking for my damn Spot a Guardian sound effect, but I don't. That's not that. I don't know why that's called Spot a Guardian. Maybe that's something he sent me before. Anyways, I miss the Guardian. Mickey's delivery, yes. Are you already familiar with Guardian? Because he absolutely the high the falsetto voice is a Mickey thing for real. So that's crazy if you aren't familiar with them, but if you are, also that's awesome, man. Shout out Noise Fingers, St. Petersburg stand up. Yo, Guardian's been gone for a minute, but clearly he's been. I'd assume he's been working on bars because while this still has like all of the fun and all the character that Guardian brings us, like the bars were tight. The bars were tight. The shit was structured up nice. You know, it was a lot less like I don't know. You know. You guys, so when I have a bunch of shows during the week, you guys catch me with minimal brain cells tonight. I appreciate you being here with me. I appreciate you guys hanging out late on a Sunday night. We're almost done, but also speaking of, someone said, "Oh, Dreadful Operator said Soul Not for Sale over here." I think he was talking about who was before Guardian. Anyways, speaking of Soul Not for Sale. You guys already all know, but if you're watching this back on Monday morning and you're not familiar because you've been sleeping under a rock and you hate great shows, change it. change the way that you think, because we got Sunday night and we got Monday night hosted by Blonde Jew. The show is called Jew Already Know. Do you know what it's called? Jew Already Know. It comes on at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow night, Monday night. That's on Blonde Jew's Twitch, which is twitch.tv/BLONJU. On there, he will go over he'll go over this week's winners, the top 5. He also will pick 4 other additional picks to highlight himself. And those 4 additional picks get a motherfucking bronze key. Because guess what? Blonde Jew works hard. You guys work hard. Any way to be like, you know, we can provide, because 5 is ridiculous. The problem is I'm never gonna burden the judges with a top to be like, we're changing the top 10s now. It's just fucking a lot, you know. It's a lot. And so top 5, but also I very much respect and trust Jew and the extra people that he highlights. We pretty much line up on the same shit anyways. Basically, me and him probably think the closest between the judges or whatever. So bonus bronzes for 4 additional people Monday nights on Jew's show. Also, I'm sure he'll showcase the new beat for week 263. Yeah. And speaking of bonus keys, at the end of this thing, which is coming up soon, because we're doing well, even with a couple of rants this evening. I think they were productive rants. Or combos, whatever. I guess a rant would have to be me being like ranty about it, but what was I gonna say? Oh, more bonus keys. Every Sunday night at the end of this show, we do give away a bonus gold key, so that's worth 3 on the log. Bronzes are worth 1. The gold key is voted for by the room. So whoever's in the room, whoever you want to vote for to give away a gold key. We do this as a family. It's kind of an interactive thing, and to thank you guys for hanging out. If between now and then you have to bounce early, because I know it's late ass on a Sunday night, leave us your bonus gold key vote so we can throw it in the bucket at the end of the show. Also, if you have a submission that hasn't been played yet, but you have to bounce, because again it's getting late, let us know. We'll skip forward to it so we could do it all with the room together. Yo, people don't have any concept of what a holiday is anymore, right? Like, it's fucking Sunday. It's like 5 days before the 4th of July or whatever. They're already 4th of July. Christmas starts in like October. I think Halloween was for like 2 weeks this past Halloween. It's one fucking day, guys. What the fuck? Anyway. I don't mind. I like fireworks, but fuck. Maybe it's also a weird time for fireworks and big ass bangs, especially when you live fucking of a half a mile away from the biggest port of our country, the port of Los Angeles. It's right there. It's a pretty good target if anyone wanted to fuck with us, because we're being fucking moron bullies and making a mess of the entire planet. On the West Coast, it's probably the target. We'll fuck up everything coming in and out of the entire West Coast, the biggest port of the country. But alright. We'll celebrate by exploding a bunch of colorful explosives in the air. Dread! Oh. Dread. Let's see what Dread got. He said he did something funky on the ad-libs or something on this. Let's check it out.
Shit wavy. I'm Neptuned in. I used to dumpster dive on the regular. Now the only trash I might eat is my competitors. But when the ref count them out for 10, that's the override. 5 seconds on the floor no longer applies. Some fight to win, some try to survive. Some get it where they fit in, some crowbar pride. That's why my head count ain't higher on the list. I'm barring out just to know that I exist. Descartes being pulled by dreadful horsepower. Spitting fire after hitting pixelated flowers. Tarot card pulling the tower, the fool of the hour. Rain down heavy like meteor showers. My skyfall rocks, word is bond. 007 be the level I'm on. Room to grow, deadly where I'm at. Casey Jones swinging a fat cricket bat. The shell shocking his bells rocking his rhyme hippopotamus. Hungry, belly bottomless, glass half optimist, making zero promises, more bats than super. Gotham over Metropolis, living a somewhat anonymous, semi-autonomous life in the midst of the madness. Heart of an anarcho-communist, phylogenetic botanist rooted in sadness. Constantly hoping these meaningful moments outlast us. Desire to mash down the gas and crash out while the battery flashes. Symbolic emotional status, heart attack, my bars are the fattest. 2 out of 3, clogging arteries, talk about getting cooked off the artistry. Odds are ever in my favorite word, the Katniss. Gamifying all my hunger into habits. Shooting on mics from great heights, watching the splashes. Sea Murph, Sea World, all the cruelty. Killer willing on the guests, how the orca beat. Barkeepers like whales in a pea pod. Only test these waters if you ready to meet God.
Well, I don't know what the like maybe weird stuff or whatever you were talking about earlier. I thought that was ill as fuck. Again, like kind of a little more like tighter construction wise. The Dread always has super creative and complex thoughts that he's able to like relay in bars, and then he's been able to slowly but surely like make it more digestible without losing any of like his style, his character, and kind of the way that he goes about this thing, you know. But this one was locked the fuck in. I liked it, man. Never a lack of like vocab and just lyrical tool sets. It's always dope. But yeah. I'm like, this one had to be better. I don't think I'm tripping. And Jew doubles down. He says, one of Dread's best again. Shell shocking, balls rocking. Dread says there's pitch shifted dub. Oh no, so can we could do this because you're the one who brought it up earlier. Literally the only thing I was going to say, I didn't know it was pitch changed. I thought it was just because like your raps are like, and then I was like, for some reason when you're doing your dubs in the background, it's like, I thought you were just doing it with like a shitty energy or something, but they didn't hurt your shit. Like sometimes some people's other extras that they throw on there, like I think devalues it almost, but it didn't like hurt your shit. But the whole time I was like, all right, well, I'll let him know that he maybe didn't need them shits in there. Like they don't add to the greatness of. I'll just speak specifically on this for now, but on this one, and the usage of your pen, like it didn't add. It just seemed like something that you did because like you're taught to do dubs in the background or whatever. But this is just again, I wouldn't have even ever said that, but I know that you brought it up earlier. And again, I didn't even know that this was something that you did and specifically pitched those down. I thought they were I just thought they were like low energy ad libs, which is fucking wild. But maybe if I'm in headphones or something, maybe if it is pitched down, like it's kind of a screw ad lib or whatever, maybe it does work. But from here and with my little speaker in the back that I run, yeah, it just felt like a low energy emphasis of your main vocal, which is like, That's a weird, that's opposite. So, but in this case, I'm gonna say it again. Like, I don't think that it devalued or made, oh, I wish they weren't there or would have sounded better. It wasn't nothing like that. But yeah, that was dope though, man. That was killer. What's up with this fucking what is that called? Like the sensor, like the blur sensors when you censor somebody's face. I think I seen 2 other people use that this week. Is it a new filter on CapCut or something? At the praise mode had that on his shit. Someone else had it too. I don't mind. I don't mind. This guy is very, very entertaining to me and fun without reading the translation. And then you read the translation, it's like, yo, my man is an MC, so stop fucking with my man. Noise fingers. Dread glitch. Oh, I called it. It is a new filter on CapCut. Or it may not even be new, but I just knew, the only phone thing I use is InShot. When I don't feel like going through the Premiere shit. So everything else that I see that's not on InShot, I'm like, that's probably CapCut. Let's go. Noise fingers representing St. Petersburg, Russia. We are international, baby.
Girl, give me pound, give me pound, give me euro, give me it.
We international, baby. Меня зовут. Hi Sunday. Nostrovia.
Yeah. Я родился в Сибири, родной город Южный парк. Если не съешь ты, то съедят тебя. Кто-то торгует, кто-то делает из людей рагу. Я просто тварь, ведь по-другому не могу. Давно в детстве распрощался с отцом. Если не был в шпане, значит не был пацаном. Если при делах, то глух и нем. Если веришь бегунам, в голове много проблем. Порхай как бабка, жаль как муха. Из этого не выйдет кита, не пуха. Порхай как бабка, жаль как муха. Из этого не выйдет кита, не пуха. Не пуха.
I'm gonna learn all of these. I like how you end those with, he's in the room, shout out Noise Fingers. I like how he ends them with like kind of the repeating chants. I think that the other thing he did was like, till my brain is yogurt or whatever in Russian. Like whatever, man, that's kind of the captivating stuff. And also he's hitting us up in the chat with a little bit more of kind of a meaning and explanation. Let's go. Explanation. Siberia is the Asian territory constituting most of Russia. He said, I was born in Siberia. Bing, bing. He says, you're deaf and mute like the Russian proverb. That means when I eat, I'm deaf and mute. It means when engaged in work that feeds you, be blind to distractions and silent in disputes. Stay focused. Oh my God. Whoa. What? That's a bar. That's one of the most important bars this entire week. That's crazy. Flitter about like a grandma, sting like a fly. Wordplay. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. In Russian, the words sound almost identical. Butterfly and grandma. Babushka and baboshka. I don't push these.
Push these bitches off me like, push these niggas off me like, pushing the snakes, I'm pushing.
Come on, bro. That's wild, son. Yo. Break a leg. The Russian phrase no fluff, meaning good luck, also sounds identical to not a cannon. So the line whispers a second meaning. This won't be a hit, it won't be fire. Double self-irony, aka entendre. Nate, awesome. Thanks for breaking it down. Dread with the yup. Blonju. I've been calling my cat babushka and not even knowing why. Yes, that's Granny in Russian for sure. Hell yeah, man. Yo, Noise Fingers. I love it, bro. Oh. Are those explanations all in your captions too? I'm like, I wish we could get these explanations for every single one, man. That would be dope. Oh, but yeah, you do write it. You do write this shit over. Oh, that wasn't this week. Anyways, yeah, we'd be remiss. Your stuff is so much more valuable when we know like all of that reference and all of all of the background. God, that's so sick. That's so sick. That whole shit about where we at, bro? When engaged in work that feeds you, be blind to distractions and silent in disputes. Stay focused. Ugh. I need that on a t-shirt. Anyways. I don't want to look at this because it looks like a post of someone that died. It looks like a rest in peace post. Where am I at, bro? I got distracted. I don't like montages of dudes. You know what I mean? You know how there's an Instagram montage where you just see a little flash of someone and it's like, I'm smiling, I'm over here at the mall, oh, I'm over here. I feel like when it's those montages of dudes, like oftentimes it's because they're dead. And it's like, I'm like, shout out to the homie, I miss my homie. Girls do that shit all the time. I don't think twice about it, or it doesn't feel that way. It's so weird. Hell yeah. Noise Fingers, you have arrived. I mean, I know you've been here, this is your third time, but we're going to make sure everybody knows how dope you are, bro. She's like, Smoosha, babushka, manucha. She knows the wisdom of Noise Fingers. Yeah, Juice Cat is a different level of wizard. Vast Phenom. I know sometimes he's in our room. I don't think he's here tonight. I need to know where he's from again. I always forget this one. My bad. Anyways, let's check it out. Beast.
Yo, you know I was gonna get down on this. Matter of fact, gonna make it real nice. Remember the name, yo. Vast for now. Got more life than what's ready to be had. Bad, I'm better than Michael Jackson bad. Best you ever had and will and how sad. The skin you wear, always the stylish fad. Gift on the mic is a gift I'll grab. Presenting in the moment, not a past. Future intake, not fake, rechecks I'll pass. I'ma go on the light that's bright, name Vast. Yeah, taskmaster of things, mastering all tasks. In a quick blink, I flash past your flash pass. Great adventures, thrill seeking, not one for the mass. Appeal like guru, that'll outlast. Gangs of stars since I'm the fire and the gas. Like the son of Krypton, man of steel. I've surpassed. Give me that ass, gon' get it. Sexy look on your face, know I wet it. Head game good, so know where you headed. Surprise look on your face, and Vast said it. Yeah, Vast said it.
Vast said it.
Ball keepers 263. And said and we out.
I don't really know where the BJ came from at the end. It's like at the end of it, he just stuck his dick in some girl's mouth. But that's Vast, yo. The Vast said it. Again, he's learned how to. His little bells and whistles surrounding his very unique flow have gotten so like I don't know. It's so polished, you know what I mean? So so that he had one line that like went off and was like, you know, that thing, and then he stopped and then he repeated the word and pronounced it right or whatever. It's little things like that that like allows him to even like fall out of pocket and just be like, nah, I'm here. He reiterated the word and then just restarted the run, you know, the movement. Gift to gab, presenting the moment, not in the moment of the past. Future intake, not fake. Green check I pass. And going on a light and a bright name vast. Taskmaster with the master in all things. A quick blink, I flash past your flash pass. Great adventures, thrill seek. Oh shit, guru that you will outlast. Krypton, that's another Superman bar. A couple people did Superman tonight. Oh, when he did that, when he was like something I've surpassed, and that allowed him to like lock right back into the thing, which was not a mistake. It was very intentional, and yeah. Yo, I'll flash pass your fast pass. Great adventure was. I missed the whole Six Flags run the first time too. That's crazy. Very cool, man. Again, just full of full of sick ass little gems, but also he keeps it light. We've heard him maybe be a little bit more like aggressive shit talky as well, but like this thing was like fun. Let me cook, you know. Let me cook and get some head at the end of my verse. That's fucking sick, man. Beej also, someone said I think he's from Western New York or something. I've never even heard of some Western New York, but yeah, if anyone knows the city of New York or borough or whatever, y'all fucking, yo, quit trying to be so different, New York. Let's call it fucking cities, fucking neighborhood. Borough. Oh, groundhog looking motherfucker. Oh no. I took Bing Bong off like last week. It was a great time for Bing Bong. Fuck. Alright. Beads, let's check it out, man. Oh, what game is this?
I'ma use this chance to tell you how I'm feeling. Diabolical like a Disney villain. I got a master plan, but the shit be spilling out my mind. I don't get me started. I might take the pride of a lion like Scar did. Ride with Jafar on a magic carpet. Tell the Queen of Hearts to roll up and spark it. Or it's off with a head, she dead on the market. I could be a cruel fella for real, but it ain't black and white like Cruella DeVille. Elites try to run the jungle, Shere Khan. Ironic how they Robin Hoods on Prince John. You can sing along when I break out in song. The boy Captain Hook, Pen Strong, Gaston. I get my raps on, never too ignorant. Even though I spit fire, Maleficent, I'm with the shits. Ain't nothing personal unless you're trying to take my voice like Ursula. Then it don't matter if what I splatter is hurting you, the Shadow Man. I wanna shatter the worst in ya. Me, Hans, Randall Boggs, and Lotso. Gonna go hit up a brothel with Mother Gothel. Hit Lady Tremaine, maybe get some tacos. Call up Ernesto de la Cruz pronto. I burn like Hades, that's the meanest green. But I don't mess with Snow White, no evil queen. I must have a syndrome, I don't need the lean. You could be King Candy, I'll just be the king. Arthur, you mad Madam Mims, mad that I'm him. Be glad that the damn boogeyman is a kin. Not a crab Tamatoa on that ass for the win. That's a chance from a friend, my friend. So don't ask why, you might find him from the future like the bowler hat guy. My guy.
What? That was cool. I think it's our first Beej where he's not live on video. Which, you know, his videos are always mad entertaining and dope to watch. But like, so was this one. Is this real gameplay from a real game? I don't know games. Last game I played was Halo 1. whatever it is, it was fucking entertaining. And also, I'm so glad that he just, I'm just glad that he didn't do Disney for 4 bars and move on. Like, the fact that he went all the way in, that was cool, man. It was just shows more of his talent. I don't think we've ever heard him do something like this. That's just like full blown reference, not metaphor, but we know, like full blown Disney scheme or anything like that. So this was dope. It showed versatility, and probably is a thin line between dope and like corny when you're dealing with like, I'm gonna do Disney references. He's never on the side of corny. B just legit as fuck. Rue checking in from the UK. Good morning, Rue. What is it over there, like 6 a.m.? I don't know. I think we're 8 hours different. It's like 7 a.m. over there. Welcome, bro. You missed yours, but I think myself and a bunch of and a few of us or in the chat room agreed that shit was ill as fuck. A couple people in the chat room was like, that shit was trash. Get Rue out of here. And then they started making jokes about Ja Rule, like R-U-L-E and shit. It was weird. Shit got weird. But they won't speak up about it now that you're in the room. They won't say it to your face. Just kidding. I maybe haven't had enough casual convos with you, Rue, that you would know that my tone was kidding. But yeah, you absolutely murdered that thing today, man, or this week, man. That was so sick. No one said anything bad. Just kidding. No. No one said anything bad. I think I said it's maybe my favorite Rue of all time at Barkeepers. I think a couple people backed it up. No one talked any shit. Sunday just said he didn't play games. What you mean, for video games? For the beach thing? I mean, I've been to like the bar arcade several times. There was a arcade Street Fighter in a studio that I rented end of last year or whatever sometime. But I haven't had a video game console since PS2. Yeah. And then I used to go to the homie's house pretty regularly, and they was playing Halo. Maybe it was Halo 2. I played a little bit of that. Played a little bit of GTA, free roaming, probably at the homie's house. San Andreas. Which one are we on now? Is San Andreas the last GTA so far? I know my San Andreas, bro. I was playing games with Rue. Oh, here we go. We're at N-Dub. I obviously did not have his I didn't have captions at this point. But also, I had just missed N-Dub. N-Dub was from earlier in the week. After this, we got Jew. Jew was early in the week. I was chaos, guys. So sorry if they were out of order and all that late. But they're all up. In the words of the great Nigga with a Day Job Productions, ready up for what's next. Produced by RC, week 262. Barkeepers, and the levels just keep stacking. Lately, I've been rapping in forms they ain't even unlocked yet. Oh, Jesus. What is this? Is that an attempt at a Japanese word? Is that a Dragon Ball word? Base Kaioken? I don't even know what that is. Base Kaioken? God? Ultra Instinct? Keys everywhere. Bars encrypted. Y'all see the glow. But this pen has been battle tested. It's about power, precision, and presence now. Every week, I bar out like a final form. And just so we clear, I'm not dropping songs. I'm banking transformations. What does even that mean? I gotta catch up. Kaioken. Yeah, you guys are wrong though. I speak Japanese. If that's how that word is spelled, then it's definitely pronounced Kaioken. Just like everyone says Super Saiyan, it's Super Saiyan. Anyway, recognize. Hashtag Ready Up, hashtag NWDJ, hashtag RC Productions, hashtag The Barkeepers, hashtag Ultra Instinct Flow, hashtag Beast Mode Bars, hashtag Perfect Attendance. Yes, right. He's creeping up on 100 weeks of perfect attendance, folks. What are we? Three away? This is your 97th week, if I'm not fucked up. 97 or 98? Anyways. Y'all look out for N-Dub, man. He's about to reach his 100th straight week.
N-Dub. Week 2. 6. 2. Yeah, it's my time, put me all up on the spotlight. I'm out here California rolling, about to run a stop sign with one line. My reply is divine, I don't lie. I know that I am ticking y'all off, I am front line. Allow me to get back to the status of quos. Out to past my presence, I wasn't rapping before. I'm racking the foes, opinions they attack on some hoes. I'm practicing mode, convinced that I've been lacking the soul. I'm packing the fold, depending through the back of the door. When wacky awards, boy, I am black and Dior. That's golden France, I go do immaculate chores. The best of riches, bitches, only what Dracula gores. Me and more, stacking bills from tripping, killing the floors. Backing off my skills of shit, I am still in new floors. I'm sending indoors and grinning in doses. Hope I don't go overdo it, I know I do the mostest. Spoken art, I am flaunting, walking past dogs barking, but they all scared to bite, prepared to be rapping. I'm just talking the tips, logging bars from my script. My ware's hard, take software to decrypt. Encrypt, then exempt, death heaven sent. Encrypt hieroglyphs, progress exists. I've been sent to go diminish all the hate left within, so I'm holding on to finish, sticking all of my pen. End up, I know y'all feeling me, never been one for pity. And gunning before the sun up, we light up right on the sticky, please. You ain't forgetting me, don't care if you forgiving me. I know I am great, so first place I am giving me. So I'm late, 1-6 by my beginning, my attendance BERFECT. It's easy grilling me, criticism is building me better than the rest, the best MC I could be. Now to bar out. I'm independent, your favorite bar defendant. Who know my hair's a menace, who brandishing his attendance like I'ma need a minute. I'm racing right to the finish line. Confess my penance, I lay it out in a sentence like fumbling, grumbling, mumbling up on the dentist lights. I'm growing bright, focus, dropping my aura, ignite, unleash the beast, star raw, ultra instinct time. I distinguish my distinct rhyme. It takes a linguist to get my scribes. Just hold it in, I will get the shine. I'm over it, I don't memorize. Roll over it like the wheels I ride. I'm chosen since a prince I've been fly. I know arithmetic must divide. I go for 10 like I'm 1 + 9.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. When was it? Was it last week or the week before that you did like just straight up and no captions or whatever the fuck? It made me start thinking about like, I need to start listening to these motherfuckers to end to your shit like eyes closed or without looking at the captions, right? So I'm like, am I mistaken? Maybe like reading the captions is like maybe giving me a little bit of, you know, like false understanding of like really what this thing is and what it sounds like. Because when you read the captions, it's like, how is this shit not being recognized type shit. All he's doing is going nuts every single bar or whatever. But then it does come down to like the eyes closed, just the sonic value, the you know, can you hear the message? Can you hear the words? Can you hear the flexes? You know, all of that. And so I don't know if you guys caught, or I don't know if I was eyes closed or if I was just looking to the side, but I was like, let me just listen to this shit. And yeah, this thing is getting tight as hell, man. Like this thing, like that was, I don't have to read the captions. I get every piece of it. When you go, I'm about to bar out or whatever the fuck, I was like, let me especially look away. Because if I'm reading it, I'm reading it. And so clearly you could see how dope this shit is, but I think a lot of times when you go into crazy bar flurry, the problem is like sonically and nobody's hearing anything. You know what I mean? It kind of goes into a blender, for what it's worth. And I feel comfortable saying that shit because this didn't exist here. And I don't think it really existed last week either. This is the one like you was like, I'm just gonna take it easy, take it, and then you did like a little bit of a flurry at the end, but it was straight. Yeah, that was the one that you kept under like under 90 seconds or whatever, right? Anyways, this energy is here. This energy is legit. Everything was very enunciated. I don't know if you changed like your flow style. It still sounds like N-Dub, but the words were clear, the message was clear, and that way you can also see the flex, the actual bar technicality. So, yo, as much as I liked those color-coded genius captions that you used to do, maybe they were to a detriment. Cause I'm reading, like maybe to people it was like, I'm reading this, how dope it is, but it's not sounding like this or whatever. Anyways, none of that matters anymore. Unless you decide to go back to that shit. Jew, it takes a linguist to get his scribes. And then N-Dub and Blonde Jew love each other hard. Hey, no, we're not doing that, Elo. Relax. Listen, man, we're allowed to love each other as men. N-Dub, I used one main vocal and a humming voc. Took the dubs out. Left. Yo, what the I just got done with 100% fucking clean ass, worthy of praise ass commentary. And now you're gonna make me go back and listen to what the fuck a hum
I'm
track.
independent, your favorite ball defendant. Who know my hair's a menace, who brandishing his attendance like I'ma need a minute. I'm racing right to the finish line. Confess my penance, I lay it out in a sentence like fumbling, grumbling, mumbling up on the dentist lines. I'm growing right focus, dropping my aura, ignite, unleash the beast, star raw, ultra instinct time. I distinguish my distinct rhyme. It takes.
Well, I can't hear it. I can hear the ad libs sound great. They sound like sunk in, mixed in, or whatever. They sound great. It's just kind of like for the emphasis or for the feeling. I can't hear what you're talking about with a hum voc or whatever, but trash it. I don't give a fuck. I'll listen back later and I'll hear it and I'll agree with myself. Trash it. You don't need it. You got your fucking main vocals, you got those ad libs, and your voice is so prominent. Your voice has so much different character and tone and ability. I'm like, fuck that. I don't know. I can't hear it anyways, but trash it. I love you too, Nate Z, and all of you guys. Fuck, man. Oh, Exer got a bounce. Vote goes to N-Dub. Sweet. Someone else voted for Rue. I don't know if Rue, if you're still in here. If you are, thanks for stopping by before work. Good morning in the United Kingdom. But so Rue voted for N-Dub. Exert voted for N-Dub. Did anyone else vote on their way out? I don't think so. Okay. All right. Yeah, that was kill though, and I don't know. But yeah, this is just my personal opinion too. Like maybe some people think that I don't know, like your other like gnarly or la la la, like all that stuff is doper, but trust, like this thing works. This thing moved proper. You can understand it, move along with it. It had dimension. Yeah, that shit was dope. I feel like I was supposed to say something before everyone bounced. Oh, When we only got one more, I guess we'll just do it all at once. Is it only Drew left? Oh, we made it, guys. What did we start at 8? We're at 3 hours, 30 minutes. Technically, I started doing submissions at 8:30, so we're technically at 3 hours. I don't mind that. Maybe if I started it on time, we would have been out on time. Jew, let's check out Jew, and then we'll get to some business matters, and we'll get up out of here. Jew know what it is.
You know what it is.
Okay, so if I speak from every heartstring we get pulled out the duck, I float with the dark wings, that's abrupt. And when it's our people that lead the bus, they can all get some equity sharing the art free. My mind's eye still lies in the wait plotted. After all this death and destruction, hate's an option. But I hate to say the rest are a testament to the extra. We came all this way to refine the hate's prophecy. Thou shalt remain stressed till your innards, cause the limits get stretched and we etched in the minutes. We expressed every single cell, flexed, yelling timber like the roots. All that matters, no exception to the mimics. Perception is gimmick, and no one ever served till they have the nerve. Protection for kindred. They run elections like elected and grimace. There's not a soul that is in control, reflection is inward. This journey different from conception to finish. I stay epic, fuck a Gilgamesh and mesh with the image. Message dependent, there's no correction or sinner. Just all these POVs, CODs, pressing the liver. I'm such a giver, I take none shit when I spit. And say grace, cause the space comes with extra conditions. There's more to learn for every vessel, no one special. It's a spectrum, still going through it with special permission.
That's Jew. It's for you. Oh. Fail. No keys for you, bro. No keys for you this week. If you want to fucking around and not give us the "and that's Jew, it's for you" situation, we don't know who it's for, Jew. The fuck? We sit around here and hang with you every motherfucking week. Every motherfucking Monday night. You won't even let us know who it's for. No keys for you, bro. Sorry. I already locked up 3 spots on my shit tonight, bro. Sorry. All love. No disrespect. Insanity. Those first 4 bars or whatever, when he was capping off with, I can't remember even what the scheme was, but he was capping off with that late callback closer. I mean, it's not new for Jew to do that, but goddamn, it's always still so silky. It's always so silky when he do that shit. I'll be forgetting that was even a callback rhyme multi, and he nails it. Crazy. End up votes for Dread. All right, Jew. That was fucking awesome. Okay, so think about your Sunday votes, but right before that, I guess some of you other guys might be added to this, huh? Does anyone want to be added to the beanie for guest judge? This week's special guest judge is Savage Poet, and RC. Fuck, I forgot to hit RC. He already left, huh? Obviously, the producers will always be invited to be a guest judge. And as you guys know from last week, we'll also be drawing names out of the beanie for just, barkeepers, artists to get the opportunity to sit in the judges chat room, kind of see how that goes, and also to try to figure out top 5s on their own. So you can kind of experience what the judges go through every single week, man. And also, sometimes we chat up in there about stuff so you can kind of hear what's going on. Clearly, there will be no chat about you as a special guest judge because your entries, unfortunately, won't be eligible if you have a submission for the week that you're a guest judge. It's not going to be eligible. We don't want to muck up that pond. So this week is Savage Poet. I'm about to draw for next week. Does anyone else want to be in the beanie for guest judge special guest judge. If not, I'm drawing from who I have now. I'll draw 2 to keep it true. Blonju voted for N-Dub. Okay. N-Dub cannot afford to be in the beanie right now. He doesn't want to waste, not waste, but he does not want to be an ineligible week, which is also fine. And which is why I didn't want to just also be like, we'll just random pick out of everyone every week. Like, fuck that. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. I just do know that there's, several people who either one have like had issues with the judging and all that kind of stuff, and I would like for you to come sit with us and kind of see how it works and how hard it is to pick 5 out of 30 people, crazy submissions type of shit. Yeah. And so and also just people have expressed just kind of interest and curiosity on how that kind of shit works. So that's that. I'm totally cool with that. N-Dub. Jew went, I guess let me keep up. So I'm not adding anybody. So Jew went N-Dub. Zega went Hash. Never mind. N-Dub went Dread. Did I get that right? Or Dread went N-Dub? Oh, N-Dub went Dread. Okay, good. Okay. Well, first let's do this. First person to say right or left. Uh-oh, I grabbed 3. Let me grab 2. Oh, do it on camera. All these names in here. There's 3. I'm grabbing 2. First person to say left or right. We'll keep it real. Oh, there you go. Blonju says left. This is my left hand. I know we're on camera. Left, right. So the right hand who didn't make it. Mac Levin, maybe next time. Special guest judge for week 263. Hardy Legend. Oh, Hardy and Vanessa didn't show up this week. All good. They will for this next week. I'm sure they're going to enjoy this one. Hardy Legend will be special guest judge for 263. Awesome. Oh, and let me take him out the beanie so he doesn't... Oh, that's right. Okay. Dope. That'll be dope. That beat drop tonight. Yep, I'll put it up tonight. I already got it, and it's very, very exciting. I will put it up tonight, and I don't mean late ass tonight. I think last week it was crazy late, but okay. Rue X Jew all went N-Dub. We got 1 for Dread, 1 for Hash. I think that the Sunday bonus key is fairly straight up and oh, Gaki went Zega. I mean, that's 1 Zega, 1 Hash, 1 Dread. One, 2 Zega, 2 Zega. Okay, all right. Well, we do have a ball game. So unless there's no more votes coming in, who else is left? Hash went, Hash. I don't think I have a Hash's Clay vote. If you're still around, it says you're still around. Noise Fingers, do you have a vote for bonus Sunday gold key? Gaki went and Zega went. Yeah, so Noise Fingers and Hash's Clay could make this thing be a thing, but in 90 seconds or so, I'm just going to count it up as we have it. I don't know if those guys are still around or if my list of people is out of date. It happens. We'll see. We'll give it a couple minutes and we'll call it, man. That's exciting. Yeah, Jew definitely heard this beat already. Oh shit, Hashes Clay goes Nate Z. Damn, I think that's one for Nate. One for Nate, two for Zega. One for Hash, one for Dread. Only who was it? Noise Fingers. If you want to vote for someone, brother, if you're even still in here, I'm not sure. Oh, what is this weird ass freeze screen? Tell Jew to stop using his alien powers on my camera. It's Babushka. Yes. All right, cool. All right. I don't either. Yeah, I don't think Noise Fingers is here, and technically the only move he could make to make it a tie would be, I don't want to tell him, but fuck it. We'll call it. I don't want to drag, especially when we're somewhat earlier than normal. So yeah. One for Zega. I mean, two for Zega. One for Nate Z. One for Dread. And the rest of the house goes for N-Dub. Congratulations, NWDJ, for
N-Dub.
Bonus gold key, and clearly in the what is this key? And clearly in the running for the top 5 keys, for the top 5 keys, or even Blonju's Fantastic Four, which also gets bronze keys tomorrow, 10:30 p.m. Eastern on Ju's Twitch, twitch.tv/BLONJU. What else going on? What else going on? New beat. I'm putting it up within this next hour. That's it. Speaking of Say the Thing, I love the thing. I just want to sign off with a love instead of, I realize like a lot of times I'll sign off with just fuck the robot and we're out of here. But I realize that like you guys know how passionate and adamantly I'm about fuck the robot. But if I'm about fuck the robot, then I'm also very much about love the human, and so I just feel like it's a negative final line. So I'm gonna add one more line, and that's what it's gonna be. Oh, I don't have that.
You don't need to agree, just try to understand.
You don't need to agree, just try to understand. If you can't understand, smoke some weed about it. Try not to be so angry. All we have is each other. As always, fuck the robot. I love you for watching. We out. Barkeepers, man. See you guys at Juice Show tomorrow.